their third base dugout to take the field here tonight. Well, another nice night here, and we'll have the same umpiring crew as well. We did, for the folks that are tuning in that aren't in Manitoba, we had rain this morning, and then it cleared up this afternoon. They removed the tarp. Neither team had batting practice today, but it is a gorgeous night here right now. Sun is out. It's warm and humid as well. And we'll take a timeout for the anthems as soon as they march out. And when we come back, we'll have a look at the starting lineups and make the first pitch here tonight. Goldeyes and RedHawks for the second time this week. And actually, for the ninth time already, the two teams are 4-4 on the season. So they'll have a duet sing "O Canada" and the Star-Spangled Banner. That's it for our pregame show. As mentioned, everybody will rise. We'll step aside for the anthem when we come back. Starting lineups, first pitch. Goldeyes, RedHawks, up next on TSN 1290.
Grill therapy is on now at Boston Pizza. A way to relax through the healing powers of grilled meat. Kevin and his wife just had octuplets. That's 8 babies.
8 babies. You'd think you would have seen that on the ultrasound. He said he was a doctor. But this backyard burger made with 100% Canadian beef has almost made me forget that when I get home, I have to feed Samantha, Tanya, Eugene, little Jesus, so funny, Gerald,
Boston
Stanley,
Pizza,
Catherine.
here to make you happy. Visit Boston Pizza for details while quantities last.
There once was a young boy named Eric who had a passion for trucks. Big trucks, little trucks. He loved them all. Who vowed one day trucks would be his life's work. And when he grew up, he bought some trucks. Lots of them. Tough, hard-working, shiny, silver trucks with big logos. You've seen them around. I know you have. Eric's so proud of his trucks, he carries a picture of them in his wallet. Johnson Waste Management. Doing our best to be the very best.
Healthcare is a big, complex system, and sometimes things happen that aren't planned. Poor communication can lead to patient harm. Here are 3 questions you should always ask. What is my health problem? What do I need to do? Why do I need to do this? Asking these questions can open up conversation with your healthcare providers. So ask, listen, and talk. Be polite but persistent. The Manitoba Institute for Patient Safety website has more information on how you can learn to be safe.
So, will it be door number 1 or door number 2? Instead, why not ask,
is that the best you can do?
Get more than just a door. With Best Windows and Doors, you'll get a full door system. Choose the style, the glass, even whether you want it stained or not, and we'll put it together. So when it's time to decide on a door, be sure to ask,
is that the best you can do?
No doubt you'll find your way to Best Windows and Doors, where the best is all we do. 1676 St. James.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. And I just don't mean on the field. I mean on Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes, custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them at the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is our tradition.
You've got the best seat in the house, your house, with live Goldeyes coverage you can take anywhere, only on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Starting lineup brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Fans, when you visit the Sky Suite level here at Shaw Park, make sure to stop and relax in one of the 3 Lazy Boy Comfort Zones. Each Lazy Boy Comfort Zone is fully furnished with the latest Lazy Boy sofas, love seats, coffee tables, and their world-famous recliners. Winnipeg Goldeyes would like to thank Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, located at 1425 Ellis, for their support. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, live life comfortably. Well, Ace Walker will get the start for the Goldeyes. And for Ace, as I mentioned, his 10th, 11th appearance. He's 4-2 with a 3.13 ERA. And he'll face a Fargo lineup that looks like this. Zach Penprase to lead it off. He'll be in short. Sergio Pedroza, ejected in the 9th inning last night, will be the DH. Nick Jackson, who had a home run last night, bats 3rd, and he's in center field. Jon Gaston will bat cleanup. He's out in left. He was 0 for 5 last night. Ryan Delgado, the hero, with a bases-clearing double to win it for Fargo last night in the 9th. He'll bat 5th and catch for the second straight game. Marcos Rodriguez will bat 6th. He's at first. Bottom 3, Todd Jennings at 3rd, hitting 7th. Carlo Cota batting 8th. He's at 2nd. And Buddy Sosnowski, who had a good night last night with a couple of hits, 2 runs scored, is out in right. He bats 9th for Doug Simonuk and the 22 and 21 Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. That lineup again: Penprase, Pedroza, Jackson, Gaston, Delgado, Rodriguez, Jennings, Cota, and Sosnowski. So here we go, as Zach Penprase heard a lot of haircut jokes last night. Will step in with the locks flowing out of the back of that batting helmet, just about touching the name bar from the right side. And Ace Walker will rock, kick, and fire. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1. And we're underway tonight at 7:06. 6 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's ball 1 to Zach Penprase, who was 2 for 4 last night. 1-0 is swung on and missed on a great changeup, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Opening pitch tonight brought to you by the Greenwood Inn & Suites. Make the Greenwood Inn & Suites your home base for all your accommodation, dining, and meeting needs in Winnipeg. The 1-1 to Penprase. Swung on, chopper out toward third. It's off the glove of DeCaster, who will make his second error since returning. 1 each night. And that gets posted real quick on the board, E5. And Penprase, who leads the league with 18 steals, gets aboard here. And Sergio Pedroza, the DH, will step up and in from the left-hand side. Don't forget, you can call toll-free today or any day to the Greenwood Inn & Suites, 888-233-6730. Here's Pedroza, and Walker going to work from the stretch. And the right-hander comes set, first pitch. Change up in there for a strike. Our home plate umpire tonight is Mike O'Leary. He calls the balls and strikes. Art Thigpen is over at first, and he's the crew chief. Sean Hicks is at third base. We'll have these gentlemen for the first 2 series of this 12-game homestand. And a throw over to first, and back in time is Penprase. So O'Leary calling the balls and strikes. Thigpen is at first. Hicks is at third. That's our crew for tonight again. Ace Walker will come set. Pedroza 1 for 5 last night. 3 strikeouts ejected by Sean Hicks for arguing balls and strikes. The pitch is right down the chute for a strike, and it's 0-2. Another good changeup from Ace Walker. Pedroza batting .284. Got thrown out in the 9th inning last night. Set his piece, turned around, walked away. He did get rather close to Sean Hicks, but there was no contact. From the stretch, the pitch. Swung on, line down the left field line, foul. And into the Goldeyes bullpen area. Light crowd here tonight. Kind of disappointing, to be honest with you. Goldeyes are home for 12, have not played a lot of home games. This is only their 18th this year, and the season is into its 3rd month. And the team's in first place, playing pretty well. But obviously with the Canada Day weekend, a lot of folks had the long weekend, and as the pitch is high, 1-2. Now just trying to recharge the battery a little bit this week, maybe. And especially with fireworks here tonight as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pedroza's driven in 22. Penprase over at first, being held on by Mazzola. And Walker comes set the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, bounce right side. Picked up by Kendall. Flips to Narodowski for 1. And down to Mazzola for 2. Well, just what the Goldeyes needed. A ground ball sharply hit to the right side by Pedroza. It ends up being a 4-6-3 twin killing here. And that's it for Penprase and Pedroza. There's 2 away. And here's Nick Jackson with 2 down and nobody on. Defensively for the Goldeyes tonight, Luis Alen the other half of the battery. Josh Mazzola is at first. Price Kendall at second. David Narodowski at short. Sharundel DeCaster is at third. Then it's Jon Weber, Chris Roberson, Kyle Day left to right in the field. First pitch to Jackson is outside, ball 1. So essentially the same lineup as last night, with the exception of Kyle Day playing in right field. 1-0. Change up, did he go? Half a swing. The appeal at third base, and Sean Hicks says no, he did not. 2 balls, no strikes to Nick Jackson. Jackson was 1 for 3 last night. had a home run that closed the game within one. Pitch is swung on and missed in a changeup. And it's 2-1. Goldeyes had a 3-1 lead. Jackson hit a home run in the 8th, a solo job off Zach Baldwin, and pulled his team to 3-2. And then, of course, the wheels fell off in the 9th inning for Winnipeg. Jackson's having a great year, the 2-1. Changeup is just outside. And it's 3-1. Hitting .341, 4 homers and 40 driven in. That's top 5, those RBI numbers in the league. From the full line, the 3-1. Fastball is in there for a strike, and it's 3-2. So Allen catching, Mazzola at first, Kendall second, Narodowski short, DeCaster third, Weber, Roberson, Day left to right in the field. Sun is out here. Shadows are just over the home plate cutout circle. The payoff. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Nick Jackson. Jackson struck out twice yesterday. Chris Alameda had a good bounce-back start last night. And he got Nick Jackson twice. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. On the inside edge for a called third strike. And Jackson knew it. And that is strikeout number 1 for Ace Walker. And that first strikeout brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. Folks, 1 strike, and you're out. So essentially they go 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits. The Goldeyes make an error but get a double play. They're still at the minimum. Nobody left. Fargo comes away empty. Goldeyes coming to bat on TSN 12-9.
Teamwork wins ball games, and it's made Sabre Agencies an even stronger player in the insurance business. Recently, Sabre Agencies teamed up with Canada's largest personal property insurance company, Intact Insurance. So now, when life throws you a curveball, they'll get you back in the game faster than ever. Are you over 50 with no claims for 3 years? Then you could score big league savings on home insurance, including no deductible on your first claim. Call Sabre Agencies for details. 694-6787.
The pros at Tradesman Mechanical Services are good people to know when life throws you a screwball that screws up your home's comfort zone. They're experts, so they can install and service all the latest York heating and air conditioning products. Tradesman Mechanical has a 24-hour service desk, so when trouble strikes, call anytime. They service all makes and models because your comfort is their business. Tradesman Mechanical Services. They can help your home run better.
Recycle everywhere.
It's a swing, and he popped it up. Has he got it?
The ball was caught, but not by a glove, Mike. Looks like it landed inside a Recycle Everywhere bin. I'd recognize that little blue bird anywhere.
They're everywhere these days.
Beverage container recycling is expanding in Manitoba. Look for Recycle Everywhere bins at Shaw Stadium and other public places. Visit us at recycleeverywhere.ca.
Recycle everywhere.
Well, we go to the bottom of the first inning. Glad to have you along. My name is Paul Edmonds. And our producer-operator back in the studio is Eric Ritchie. Dana Robbie helping us out on site. Boy, she had her eyes open the last 44 games here. Essentially, 1, 2, 3. Fargo goes in the top of the first. Winnipeg will send Price Kendall lead it off. In the last of inning number 1, it's Kendall, Roberson, Weber to face Alex Caldera. And the right-hander kicks and comes home. First pitch fastball right down the chute for a strike. And the bottom of the first is underway. Then DeCaster, Allen, and Day. Bottom 3, Mazzola, Barbero, the DH, and Narodowski. Pitch is swung on and looped out toward right. But right there is Sosnowski, and he'll make the catch for the first out. So one away on 2 pitches. Defensively for the RedHawks here tonight, Ryan Delgado, the other half of the battery, catching again for the second straight night in this series. Marcos Rodriguez at first, Carlo Cota at second, Zach Penprase at short, Todd Jennings is at third. And Jon Gaston, Nick Jackson, Buddy Sosnowski left to right in the field. First pitch to Roberson. Showed bunt, pulled back, took on the outside edge for a strike. Roberson, a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the right-hander. 0 for 4 last night. Goldeyes, in fact, had just 6 hits in total. Fargo had 11, the 0-1. Is on the outside edge for a strike, nothing in 2. Let's have a look at the weather report. It's brought to you by 360winnipeg.ca. Winnipeg's visual directory. To win tickets to upcoming Goldeyes games, the pitch. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball, or did he get a piece of it? He got a piece of it, I think, and caught it. And now Mike O'Leary is going to want to get some help. I think Roberson should be out. He swung, got a piece of it, and it came back into Delgado's glove. I don't think it hit the ground, at least not from our vantage point. Mike O'Leary wants to make sure with the 2 base umpires.
Is that okay?
And what's the call? I guess Roberson will stay alive, and it did hit the ground before it went in to the mid of Delgado. So nothing in 2 to Chris Roberson, who's hitting .309. 8 home runs and 35 driven in. 1 away here in the bottom of the first. We're scoreless. The 0-2 swung on, and Q shot it off the end of the bat. Jon Weber did a little soccer kick there on the on-deck circle. Yeah, again, to win tickets to upcoming Goldeyes games, go to 360winnipeg.ca and enter to win. And the pitch. Half a swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Roberson is out. So Chris Roberson is 0 for 5 in the series, and that's a strikeout here tonight for Alex Caldera. And there's 2 away for Jon Weber. While here in the city, it is sunny and 29 degrees Celsius, 84 Fahrenheit. Humidity at 70%, and the wind is out of the west-northwest at 9. It is not a factor here tonight. Sunny, 29 Celsius, 84 Fahrenheit. First pitch, right down the chute for a strike. Weber 1 for 4 last night, and Jon 3 for his last 22. That is a 136 average. And the 0-1 is just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, perfect night here tonight in downtown. Lights are on. The 1-1. Swung on, line to left center. That'll drop for a base hit. Maybe more. Weber makes the turn at first. He's in a stride for second. Here comes the throw from center field. And Nick Jackson is offline. And Weber will have a stand-up 2-out double. And the Goldeyes get an extra base hit off of Alex Caldera. And for Jon Weber, his second hit of the series. And his 12th double of the year. And here is Sherendel DeCaster. If you didn't know, both Jon Weber and DeCaster are former RedHawks. DeCaster 0 for 4 against his old team last night with a couple of strikeouts. First pitch, breaking ball inside, ball 1. And DeCaster batting .339 this year as a Goldeye, 4 homers, 26 driven in. His time in Mexico, he missed just 10 games here, the 1-0. Breaking ball is inside, 2-0. So 2 curveballs from Caldera. And both have missed inside on the Goldeyes' right-handed swinging third baseman. No score, 1 hit on the board. Caldera comes set, 2-0. Fastball swung on, sent down the right field line and foul. And it might get into that grass berm area, and does. 2 balls and 1 strike to Sherendel DeCaster. Yeah, a lot of people have asked the question over the last, 24 hours, what happened to him in Mexico? Well, he was released. That's what he said and told us yesterday. 2-1. Swung on, ground ball right side. Coda easily handles that. And over to first, and the Goldeyes are done. Yeah, he batted .320, but he only drove in 1 run. And down in Mexico, you need to produce early and often. No runs, a hit for the Goldeyes, one left. We'll go to the second. We're scoreless on TSN 1290.
What makes Tavern United Manitoba's #1 sports pub? Service second to none. Food that's right on point. And value that's big league all the way. And this summer, during Tavern United's Your Team, Your Tickets promotion, win weekly prizes and qualify to win season tickets to your Winnipeg Goldeyes, Blue Bombers, and of course, the Jets. So get your friends together for some frothy fun, fabulous food, and guaranteed good times at your New World Sports Pub, Tavern United.
Summer is the season for long road trips with the family.
Are we there yet?
And if you want to make it there, it's time for you to talk to Cal. No matter if your visit is for a tire rotation, an alignment, or even a basic oil service, all your visits come with a free mechanical inspection. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the high temperatures and heavy use that summer driving brings. Talk to Cal at any one of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll with me.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Avalon and the Gulf Dome.
Well, we go to the second. Jon Gaston, Ryan Delgado, and Marcos Rodriguez. Part of the order of the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. No score. Ace Walker works into his second. Glad to have you along tonight. Wherever he might be, in the ballpark, in the city. Capital region here, rural Manitoba, on the farm, ranch tonight. How do you folks on the World Wide Web? And again, happy July the 4th to our American friends. First pitch to Jon Gaston. Fastball on the outside edge for a strike. And the second is underway. Folks, dropping a Home Run Sports at De La Seigneurie Boulevard. Bishop Grandin entered to win in the Home Run Sports home run inning. The 0-1. Change up is low, 1-1. Here's how it works. If a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning and would pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports. The 1-1 to Gaston. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. But you must hear your name on this program in order to know that you're a winner. And afterward, you must contact Home Run Sports within 30 days to claim your prize on your own. You can do that in person or by calling 255-7687. The 1-2 to Gaston. Breaking ball swung on, chopped over the mound, back up the middle for a base hit. And Jon Gaston has a leadoff single, and that's 2 innings in a row where the RedHawks have had the leadoff man get aboard. And Ryan Delgado, the batter. Now, the Goldeyes did not hit a home run last night, so no winners on the Home Run Sports home run inning. Perhaps tonight for tomorrow in Game 3 of this series, which is a 4-gamer. But we talk about it, we do it every second inning of every game. It's the Home Run Sports home run inning, brought to you by Home Run Sports. We've got you covered from prospect to pro. Bishop Grandin, 1 block west of Lash. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. First pitch to Delgado is a fastball inside, ball 1. And Delgado, last night was the hero. Bases clearing double in the top of the 9th, the 1-0. Breaking ball swung on, and that's lifted out towards center field. Roberson will track that down easily, almost to the edge of the track, turn and fire it back to the infield on a hard-hit ball, and it holds Gaston at first base. But a deep fly ball out, and Ryan Delgado is out number 1. And here's Marcos Rodriguez. And Marcos Rodriguez, 3 for 4 last night. At the plate. Had a triple as well. Hitting .284, and he'll bat from the left side. 1 out, 1 on. Gaston is 1 for 1 on the base paths. Runner on the move, and a throw into the home plate area for a strike, but a very slow and deliberate delivery from Ace Walker, and Gaston steals that base off Ace. So Gaston picks up his second. It's uncontested on that steal in second. When he gets ahead with strike one on Rodriguez. And Walker comes set, now checks Gaston, the 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Kind of up in the zone there, and Rodriguez waved right through it. Marcos Rodriguez from Jupiter, Florida, was in Fort Worth last year. And that was a struggle of a team. 0-2. Swing and a miss and a fastball that tied him up inside. Great positioning by the Goldeyes there. Allen set up inside. They came right in there on Rodriguez and blew a fastball at 86 right by him. And that's the second strikeout of the night for Walker. And here's Todd Jennings, who did not play last night. Was available to pinch hit late, but they didn't need that. So first action of the series for him tonight, and he's playing third base. First pitch is right down the chute for a strike. No score. We're in the second. Runner at second, 2 away for Fargo here. 0-1 to Todd Jennings. A couple of homers, 23 driven in. Right-handed batter, the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and it's 0-2. Todd Jennings batting seventh in the order. He is from Newcastle, California. 30 years old. He'll be 31 in December. 0-2. Fastball's high and away. Kind of a show-me pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Todd Jennings. And Luis Alen kind of directing some traffic on the infield positioning from behind home plate. Jennings calls for time. Gaston a pretty good lead off of second base. Middle infield wide of that second base bag. Walker comes set in the 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tomorrow, left-hander Tony Butler will get the start for the Goldeyes. 2-2 with a 4.03 ERA. And Paul Burnside, a right-hander, counters for Fargo. He's 4-3 with a 2.70. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball is low. Nice block by Luis Alen. The count goes to 2-2. For Jennings, his second year with the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Remember, he was picked up a midway point of the season last year. And Fargo decided to hang on to him. And here he is again in his second season in the American Association. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. That will get into the seats and be a souvenir here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If you're wondering, and you've been listening since the pregame show, Lincoln did defeat St. Paul tonight, or today. It started today, ended tonight. It was a slugfest on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Lincoln 15, St. Paul 14. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swung on, that is hit to center field. Coming in is David Narodowski in behind second base to make that catch on that soft liner towards center. Never had the distance to get out to center field. Narodowski cut it off and makes the catch, and that is it for Fargo in the top of the second. No runs, a leadoff single, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the second. We'll play some trivia. No score. TSN 1290.
Let's face it, life is busy. That's why hiring a trained real estate professional is the way to go when buying or selling your home. Realtors know the market, understand strategy, and can help negotiate the most important financial decision of your life. Pick up your free copy of the Winnipeg Real Estate News and see their mobile-friendly website to access the public's #1 portal to all the current MLS listings.
The Winnipeg Real Estate News.com.
What if I told you that chiropractic care is highly effective in treating the injuries sustained in car accidents, and that the costs associated with your chiropractic care and recovery are fully covered through Manitoba Public Insurance? And what if I told you all you have to do is concentrate on getting well? Would you be interested? Manitoba chiropractors are passionate about improving the lives of all Manitobans, helping injured motorists gain relief from their pain and suffering.
Manitoba Chiropractors, making life better.
Hi, I'm Denny from Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue. There's nothing better than a summer barbecue.
And I'm quarterback Buck Pierce. And I want you to call Danny's Whole Hog Barbecue now to book your fully catered barbecue or try a do-it-yourself hog roast.
It's fun, delicious, will cost less than you think. Plus, you can keep the leftovers. We'll even pack it up for you. Dates are filling up, so act fast.
Visit Danny'sWholeHog.com or call 344-5675.
And we'll bring the flavor.
Well, we'll go to the bottom of the second inning. We welcome you back. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along. No score after 1.5. It's Luis Alen, Kyle Day, Josh Mazzola for Winnipeg. 5-6-7 against Alex Caldera. And the first pitch is outside, ball one. Here in the bottom of 2, we'll play trivia, but I just want to finish up on that score involving a team in the North Division. The pitch is a breaking ball that's outside, 2-0. St. Paul had a lead, I believe, unofficially by 4 at one point. Ended up losing to Lincoln today in St. Paul. The 2-0 swung on, sharply hit out to second, diving and catching the baseball is Coda. Hard hit ball by Luis Alen. Line drive, and Coda makes the spearing stab on that for the first out. And here's Kyle Day. Lincoln came all the way back and won in 10 innings today. In a matinee on July the 4th, Independence Day in the United States. 15-14 was the final score in 10. The game, well, it took 4 hours and 11 minutes. First pitch today is in there for a strike. 4 hours and 11 minutes, 29 runs, but Lincoln beat Fargo today. Lincoln beat St. Paul 15-14. Pitch is swung on and fouled back to the screen by Day, and it's 0-2. Lincoln 15, St. Paul 14. Wichita and Grand Prairie are tied at 2. They're in the 5th. And everything else got underway at the same time we did. We're scoreless here in the bottom of the second, 1 away. Kyle Day 0 for 3 with a walk last night. And the 0-2 is just outside and a little bit low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, we'll play trivia. The trivia contest question brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel specializing in spacious executive suites. 1-2 pitch is a bouncer in the dirt. And it's 2-2 today. Contest open to those that haven't won in the last 30 days. Up for grabs, a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. You'll also be automatically entered to win in our great big grand prize draw drum at the end of the season for weekend stay at the Place Louis. 780-129-0780-1290 if you think you know the answer. 2-2 today. Breaking ball way outside off the glove of Delgado, back to the screen. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Question tonight is this. Entering tonight's contest against Fargo, which 2 Goldeyes relievers have made 4 straight appearances without giving up an earned run? 3-2, swing and a miss, and Day down on strikes. Got challenged with a fastball, waved right through it. Second strikeout for Caldera tonight, 2 away for Josh Mazzola. Entering tonight's contest against Fargo, which 2 Goldeyes relievers have made 4 straight appearances without giving up an earned run? 780-129-0780-1290 if you think you know the answer. Josh Mazzola 1 for 4, 2 strikeouts last night. First pitch, swung on, ground ball, out towards short, and it gets by Penprase into left field for a base hit. First pitch swinging, solid single for Josh Mazzola. And the Goldeyes for the second straight inning have a 2-out hit. Now Dan Barbero, the batter. Entering tonight's contest against Fargo, Winnipeg Goldeyes, relievers have made 4 straight appearances without giving up an earned run. 780-1290-780-1290. If you think you know the answer tonight, area code 204. If you have to dial it, and as we always say, only you would know. Dan Barbero 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored last night. First pitch is a breaking ball that's low, ball 1. Dan hitting .278. 1 home run and 7 driven in. Mazzola with a decent lead over at first. He's 5 for 6 on the base pass, and he's on the move. Pitch is swung on and missed. Throw down to second is in time, and Mazzola is out. Caught stealing to 6. Great throw by Delgado, and the Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of the second. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. We'll go to the third. Full scoreboard is coming up. Scoreboard here is no score between Winnipeg and Fargo on TSN 1290.
Knowledge is power.
Get the power you need to succeed at CDI College.
With relevant, focused career training for business, healthcare,
art and design, legal, technology, and more.
Learn more.
Earn more.
Get more out of life with a career you love, not just a job.
Find your passion at cdicollege.ca.
CDI College. We change lives through education.
CDI.
I love it, and we will succeed.
I've been drinking Coca-Cola since I was 13. My mom, she packed one with my lunch every day. Been drinking it ever since. Until yesterday, that is. I tried a Pepsi at the Ultimate Taste Challenge. Turns out I like Pepsi. Who knows what else I've been wrong about? Heck, I might like that gangster rap.
You'd be surprised who prefers the taste of Pepsi.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Go to Pepsi Canada on Facebook to find out where you can take the Ultimate Taste Challenge.
Commissionaires, Manitoba's premier security solutions provider, will take care of your home security needs the next time you go away on vacation. Commissionaires' team of bonded professionals will check on your home and help satisfy your insurance requirements. They do interior and exterior patrols and make your home look lived in. Visit their website at commissionaires.mb.ca for more information about their House Watch service. Commissionaires, trusted every day, everywhere.
You're listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball, live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Sirius Technologies. Let's get back to the action with Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the third. Carlo Cota will lead it off, no score. First pitch to the second baseman is in there for a strike. It's Cota, Buddy Sosnowski, and Zach Penprase, hitters 8, 9, and 1 against Ace Walker. No score through 2, the 0-1. Little swing, bounced out toward third, coming in and up with it, and shuffling is DeCaster. A throw to first, a little low, but dug out by Mazzola. One away. Well, we have a winner on trivia. Winner of the answer coming up in the bottom of 7. Third caller tonight. It might have struck me as being a little bit more difficult than that right out of the gate, but again, what do I know? Here's Buddy Sosnowski. Third caller is our winner. Winner of the answer in the 7th. Congratulations in advance. First pitch, change up on the outside edge for a strike. Sosnowski last night, I mean, he was a key factor to the whole thing for Fargo. He kind of was one of the straws that stirred the drink from the number 9 position in the order, the 0-1. Fastball swung on, hammered high, deep out to right, way back his day, and it's gone. A home run for Buddy Sosnowski. While they went outside with a changeup, he took that, they came in with a fastball, and he pounded it over the wall for his first home run of the campaign. And it's 1-0 Fargo on a 1-out solo shot by Sosnowski. Well, there he is again. He now has 3 hits in 4 trips in the number 9 spot in this series here. And he is making everything click for Fargo, and back to the top of the order in Zach Penprase. And the first pitch swung on, chopper out towards short, backhanded there by Narodowski, throw to first, 2 away. So, Penprase is out number 2. And here is Sergio Pedroza, who's 0 for 1, banged into a double play. So just as I was saying, that Buddy Sosnowski really got it all going with a couple of hits last night, 2 runs scored and a walk. He was on base 3 times for Fargo. Well, here he opens the scoring with his first home run of the year. And a no-doubter to right field. First pitch to Pedroza is inside, ball 1. And for Fargo, they've homered on consecutive nights. Jackson last night. And Sosnowski here tonight, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on a changeup and fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here in this third as we roll along. I told you that one final, though, already had Lincoln coming back to defeat St. Paul. That's good news for the Goldeyes. 15-14 in 10. A game took 4 hours and 11 minutes at Midway Stadium this afternoon. Pedroza goes outside that left side batter's box for a little walk. Had something in his eye. Hopefully, umpire Michael Leary takes the time to dust off home plate. And play ball again. The 1-1. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. It's a ball and 2 strikes. So 1-0 Fargo here in the third. And they open up the scoring with a run in the third inning for the second consecutive night. 1-2 to Pedroza, 2 away. That's the third home run given up by Ace Walker this year. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted out toward left, curling toward the seats and in them down in Section A. Foul, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A run on 2 hits for Fargo, 0-2 and 1 for Winnipeg. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Pedroza. Breaking ball swung on, fouls the plate on that curve. And it's 1-2. Nick Jackson stands on deck. Home plate umpire Michael Leary gets a couple of handfuls of fresh baseballs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, line to center field for a base hit. And that will bring up Nick Jackson. So a couple of hits off Walker here in this third. And Jackson 0 for 1. And he's struck out 3 times in the series, but he has homered, and he's always dangerous. A couple of quick stories today. Now, there was a number of afternoon games in the majors because of July the 4th today. And we'll tell you about him. David Ortiz connected for his 400th career home run. First pitch to Jackson, changeup, cuts the plate in half, strike 1. It was a leadoff drive to right field in the 4th against Oakland and A.J. Griffin today. Ortiz is 36 years old. 36 years old. And he ranks 8th among active players in home runs. 0-1. Change up on the outside edge for a strike. It's 0-2. And 49th on the all-time list. Next up from to catch is Hall of Famer Duke Schneider, who has, or had, 407. Nothing and 2 to Nick Jackson. Walker comes set, runner at first, and the pitch. Is a fastball high, 1-2. It was Ortiz's 22nd home run of the season. Tied the game at 1-1. And Ortiz, 352 home runs and 1,142 RBI as a DH, are most all-time. 1-2, runner on the move, pitches outside, throw down to second. It's high, and having to leap and pull it down is Narodowski, a stolen base for Pedroza. And that is stolen base number 3 for him, and the second in the baseball game for Fargo. They will run. This Fargo team will exploit that. If you are slow to the plate, they will run. And it's not off of Luis Alen here. It's in the 5 games now that they played here at home consecutively against each other. It's been off the pitching staff. 2-2 to Jackson. They set up inside the pitch. Fastball is a little low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So David Ortiz with his 400th career home run. And finally, a resolution to the Carlos Lee situation in Houston. He was traded to the Miami Marlins today. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jackson. The pitch swung on and fouled back. We do it again. You know, a lot of speculation as to whether he was going to go on the weekend to the LA Dodgers. He said no, vetoed the trade, and apparently now is moving to Miami in exchange for 2 prospects. Matt Dominguez and third baseman and pitcher Rob Rasmussen. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Jackson. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit to center field. And Roberson drifting back in control, turning facing us, reaches up, makes the catch. And that's it for Fargo here in the top of the 3rd inning. But they open up the scoring with a run in the 3rd inning for the 2nd consecutive night. A run on 2 hits, but the big blow was a Buddy Sosnowski home run. A solo shot, 1 left for Fargo. Bottom 3 is next. They lead it to the RedHawks. 1-0 on TSN 1290.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. And I just don't mean on the field. I mean on Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes. Custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them at the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is our tradition.
It's Ken, and I'm just not going to do a regular commercial here. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would read the whole ad on this here Kenwood two-way radio from Prairie Mobile. It's tough. Watch. See? Kenwood two-way radios will keep your business connected without the cell phone bill. Scramble features, and did I mention, it's tough. Two-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
What makes Tavern United Manitoba's #1 sports pub? Service second to none. Food that's right on point. And value that's big league all the way. And this summer, during Tavern United's Your Team, Your Tickets promotion, win weekly prizes and qualify to win season tickets to your Winnipeg Goldeyes, Blue Bombers, and of course, the Jets. So get your friends together for some frothy fun, fabulous food, and guaranteed good times at your New World Sports Pub, Tavern United.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, Dan Barbero got the baseball mulligan last inning, so he'll lead off here in the 3rd when he was at the plate and Josh Mazzola was caught stealing. It'll be Barbero, Narodowski, and back to the top of the order in Kendall. First pitch from Caldera. It's right down the chute for a strike. Just to finish up a thought that we have on that Carlos Lee deal from Houston going to Miami, the 0-1. Change-up is outside, 1-1. Lee is 36 years old. And he was pulled in the 7th inning of the Astros 6-4 loss today. The pitch swung on. That is lined right back up the middle for a base hit. And Dan Barbero has the Goldeyes aboard to lead off for this first hit of the series and Winnipeg's 3rd of the evening. And by the way, Houston lost in Pittsburgh. They raised the Jolly Roger again in Pittsburgh. How about the first place Bucks? They won it 6-4 over Houston today. Kevin Correa picked up the win, and the Bucks have won 3 in a row. Jolly Roger's getting a workout. David Narodowski stands in, and first throw goes over to first base, where Barbero back in time. Look, Carlos Lee is 36 years old. I'm not denying him an opportunity to maybe go somewhere where he has a better chance of winning than Houston. And Narodowski will lay down a bunt. It's a beauty out in front of home plate, picked up by Caldera. He throws to first, and they will get Narodowski As the pitcher throws it to Carlo Cota, who was covering first base, and it goes as a 1-4 sacrifice. There's one away. Barbero gets up to second. Good bunt there by David Narodowski. Back to the top of the order we go, and Price Kendall and the Goldeyes are threatening to tie it up. They trail 1-0 here. As Kendall 0 for 1 tonight, 3 for 6 in the series. Had that big hit last night. And Kendall steps in from the right side. First pitch. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Again, I am not denying Carlos Lee an opportunity to go somewhere where he wants to go. But at 36 years old, if you want to play longer, don't you think your best spot would be with an American League team? Pitches outside and it got away from Delgado, and sprinting over and diving head first to third base and being there without a throw safely is Barbero, and we'll have that on a wild pitch. So now a sac fly would get the Goldeyes first run in and would tie up this baseball game. And maybe important for the Goldeyes to answer right away after giving up one in the top of this third inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kendall. 21 driven in, the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, bounced out toward third. Up with a Jennings, throw across, and there's 2 away. So holding tight is Barbero at third base, and here's Chris Roberson. Yeah, my thought is, I know that Houston is going to the American League and the American League West specifically next year. And maybe Lee doesn't want to be in Houston any longer. But unless this is just a move for one season, then he signs, of course, wherever he wants to play. But you've got to think an American League team would be much more attractive to him. The money and the ability to DH. First pitch is inside, ball 1. I mean, you don't often see sluggers move from the American League to the National League late in their career to not play every day. The 1-0. Swung on, that's hit out to right center. That is going to drop for a base hit and tie this baseball game. An RBI single for Chris Roberson. Big turnover at first. In to score Barbero. And we are knotted at 1. Roberson, first hit of the series, and his team-winning 36th RBI of the year. Little 2-out lightning. 1-1. Winnipeg and Fargo. And here's Jon Weber. Carlos Lee hitting .287, 5 homers, 29 driven in the final years of a 6-year, $100 million contract. Jon Weber's doubled here tonight, stands in from the left side. We're tied at 1. First throw goes over to first, and Roberson dives back in safely. Chris is 11 for 14 on the base pass. Now, it's expected in this deal that Houston will eat a large portion of the $9 million Lee is still owed this season, but then he's off the books to them. First pitch, runner on the move, pitch out, and the ball is dropped by Delgado, the catcher. Well, Fargo guessed right, and running on the first pitch was Roberson. He'll get the stolen base uncontested, his 12th of the year, and that leads the team again. RBI now, stolen base, but Fargo guesses right with the pitch out, and Delgado dropped the baseball. On taking the pitch out throw from Caldera, no throw down to second. 1 ball and no strikes, the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and fouled to the plate, and it's a ball and a strike to Weber. So the Goldeyes being a little aggressive and getting a runner into scoring position to try to see if Jon Weber can drive in Chris Roberson. Weber 25 RBI and has doubled here tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike to him. Caldera comes set the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and it got away from Delgado, and sprinting over to third. And actually, less than a sprint is Roberson, but he'll get there, and that will be a swing and a miss, and another wild pitch, the second one of the inning against Caldera. And now a base hit gives the Goldeyes the lead for sure. By By the way, some finals in the National League. We told you, of course, that Pittsburgh beat Carlos Lee's former team, now Houston, 6-4. And Houston has lost 7 in a row. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Way outside. Nice block by Delgado, moving to his left. Philadelphia Phillies picked up a victory. Cliff Lee wins for the first time this year. He goes to 1-5 as the Phillies beat the Mets in New York 9-2. It ended a 6-game losing streak. And for Lee, his first win of the year. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jon Weber. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on and fouled back. Goes off the upper deck and back down below, and a kid in the first row behind the Goldeyes dugout makes the catch with a glove. Beautiful. And Washington won their 3rd in a row behind Edwin Jackson. They beat San Fran 9-4. Madison Bumgarner the loss. 2-2 to Weber, the pitch. Fastball swung on, sent high, deep out to left center, in toward the corner, and caught by a fan out there. And Weber stays alive, 2-2. I said left center, but down the left field line in toward the corner and caught by a fan. So Weber stays alive on that foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weber having a good look here, kind of grinding out this at bat on Alex Caldera. We're tied at 1. 2 away, runner at third base for Winnipeg. Caldera comes set with 2-2. Is low. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Weber. A final in 10 had Miami defeat Milwaukee today, 7-6. And that ended the Brewers' 4-game win streak. And some partials. And later starts, 3-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And Jon Weber is going to be out as he strikes out here on that breaking ball and gets applied a tag on by Ryan Delgado just for good measure. The Goldeyes are finished, tying it up at 1. They get a run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll go to the 4th. Nothing settled here, tied at 1. TSN 1290.
The Greenwood Inn and Suites invites you to make it your home base for an overnight stay, your next meeting, or social event. You can even make it a home run with all-day dining or Sunday brunch at Dalton's. Enjoy the first-class service and facilities the Greenwood Inn and Suites has to offer. To book your next stay, visit the website at greenwoodwinnipeg.com or call 775-9889. 775-9889. The Greenwood Inn and Suites, putting the friendly in friendly Manitoba.
I'm Larry McIntosh. California to Winnipeg, 2,966 kilometers. Portage to Winnipeg, 85 kilometers. Which vegetables do you think are fresher? Peak of the market, the vegetables less traveled, and that's a good thing.
The very best from Manitoba, and it's peak of the market.
Summer is something to enjoy, but remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy your summer, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
It's time to get back into the action. Batter up. Turn it up. This is Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290. Now back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the 4th inning in a 1-1 tie. Jon Gaston will lead it off, followed by Ryan Delgado. Marcos Rodriguez, first pitch from Walker, is swung on and fouled back for strike 1, right over our heads. Each team getting a run in the 3rd. We move to the 4th. Gaston 1 for 1 tonight. Some partial scores in the National League on the out-of-town scoreboard for Manitoba Blue Cross, the 0-1. Fastball is on the inside edge for a strike. 0-2. 6th inning, Cubs leading Atlanta down in Georgia 2-1. Brian LaHare, a home run for Chicago, his 14th. And in the fifth, St. Louis leading Colorado 2-1. The pitch swung on, fouled back. And it's still 0-2 to Jon Gaston. Later starts coming up at 8:10 Central. Cincinnati at the Dodgers. They're in L.A. tonight. Mike Leake for the Reds. Aaron Harang for L.A. The 0-2 is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And at 8:40 tonight, San Diego at Arizona. Jason Marquis 2-4 for the Padres. Ian Kennedy 6-7 for the Snakes. The 1-2 to Gaston. Swung on and popped up. Foul territory. Third base side. DeCaster's there, and he makes the catch. 1 away. I've been told by a loyal fan that Carlos Lee optioned for Miami over L.A. because no state tax in Florida. We'll see if he signs long-term there as well after the deal is done, or maybe they get something done in the next 24 hours and announce it between Miami and Carlos Lee. Here's Delgado 0 for 1. First pitch, curve in there for a strike. American League today, it was a great game. I watched it on the computer. Yankees beat Tampa Bay 4-3. It went back and forth late. The 0-1. Swung on, lifted out toward right field. Toward the line, his left, our right is Day, and a couple of strides inside of the right field line. He'll put that in his glove and make the out for the second out of the inning. And here's Marcos Rodriguez, who's 0 for 1. He struck out. Boone Logan picked up the win to go to 3-0. Kyle Farnsworth took the loss in that Yankee win over Tampa in Tampa today. And Cleveland beat the Angels in Ohio. Indians 12, Angels 3. First pitch is swung on and fouled away by Rodriguez. Derek Lowe the win, 8-6. Irvin Santana 4-9 with the loss. Oakland beat Boston today for their 4th straight win. And the A's completed a 3-game sweep of the Red Sox. Grant Balfour 2-2 with the win. Pitch is on the inside edge for a strike, 0-2. Aaron Cook took the loss. Boston lost 3 in a row. And Baltimore got off the schneid. Chris Tillman had a great game today. Goes to 4-2. That was the decision. Baltimore 4, Seattle 2. The pitch swung on, lifted out toward left, right at Weber. He'll make the catch. And that is it for Fargo in the top of the 4th inning. Zeros across. They go 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. More scores to tell you about when we come back, including updating what's going on in the American Association. Right here, Winnipeg 1, Fargo 1, TSN 12-9.
Granny's Turkey invites you to think big, because now bigger really is better. Look for new Granny's seasoned boneless turkey breast in the frozen food aisle. It's big on flavor, big on nutrition, and it makes chicken breasts and steaks seem so tiny. New Granny's seasoned boneless turkey breast. Great on the grill or any way you like. Bigger is better. Granny's, great taste, healthy living. To find stores offering Granny's seasoned boneless turkey breast, see grannys.ca/barbecue.
If I said to you, you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Well, not if you got the body work done at Morey Auto Body, because beautiful body work is what they do best. They're not part of some giant chain, so they treat every customer like their only customer, and that means attention to detail like you wouldn't believe. Frame straightening, expert refinishing, even boat repairs, painting, and deckling. Morey Auto Body does it all and does it right. Really right. Right where you'd expect them to be, at 700 Morey. These guys hit it right out of the park.
A little of this.
I turn it on at work, and we all love it.
Awesome. A little of that.
It's the only station I listen to in my car.
Bob makes my day.
I'm more of a whatever guy.
Tune into Bob's Breakfast with Kelly Parker and Des.
That's Donald Duck's middle name.
Right. Is it not? It's Fauntleroy or Fauntleroy? Because it's important that I get it right.
Weekdays from 5:30 till 9.
What time are we on again? 5:30? Oh, gosh, that's early.
Add some 80s, 90s, and whatever to your day with 99.9 Bob FM.
We love it.
I listen all day.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Sherundle DeCaster will lead it off for Winnipeg. We're tied at 1. Glad to have you along wherever you're tuning in from tonight. DeCaster, Allen, and Day. Part of the order. First pitch. Breaking ball swung on, bounced out toward third. Todd Jennings fields that easily. 2 hops and throws across. 1 out on 1 pitch. And the batter's Luis Alen, who lined out to second base. Yeah, just back to Baltimore for a second. I stand corrected, but I believe Baltimore was no-hitting Seattle for 8 innings. And ended up winning 4-2. Chris Tillman the win. Minnesota and Detroit are delayed in Detroit. Twins have won 5 in a row entering that one, but some rain issues in the Motor City. First pitch to Allen. He is right down the chute for a strike. 6th inning, Toronto leading Kansas City 3-0. And in the 5th, Texas and the White Sox in Chicago are tied at 4. Pitch. Breaking ball down and away, 1-1. Josh Hamilton has smacked his 26th home run of the season. 1 ball, 1 strike to Luis Alen. The pitch. Half a swing. Did he go? The appeal at first, yes, says Art Thigpen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that breaking ball that was down and away, but Luis could not hold up. Goldeyes a run on 4 hits. They've made the lone error in the game. Fargo 1-3. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, hit down the first base line. Diving stop behind the bag by Rodriguez. Up off his chest, and he flips to Caldera, covering in advance of Luis Alen getting there. And there's 2 away. A great play by Marcos Rodriguez over at first. Tucked inside the bag, and he dove out, came up with it. And 2 down for Kyle Day. And Day struck out his first trip. Again, in the American Association, a final in 10, Lincoln over St. Paul, 15-14. El Paso and Laredo should be completing that suspended game from last night first, and then they'll have the regular scheduled game. First pitch to Day is in there for a strike. And that would go at 8:05, so try to keep you updated on that. Wichita and Grand Prairie. In Grand Prairie, it's Wichita 3, Grand Prairie 2. Pitch is swung on, popped up into left field. Coming hard is Gaston, now slowing up underneath it, and he'll make the catch, and the Goldeyes are done in the bottom of the 4th inning. They go 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the 5th. We're tied at 1. TSN 1290.
We asked Winnipeggers what makes Fergie's Fish and Chips at the Forks so good.
Every order is made fresh while you wait.
Oh, if you love authentic English-style fish and chips, Fergie's is the real deal.
The fries are fresh cut from Manitoba potatoes. They're excellent.
They only use non-hydrogenated oil, a healthier choice.
It's just so good. Fergie's is fishalicious.
Fergie's Fish and Chips at the Forks.
The place for great fish and chips.
Fishalicious!
Yep!
There's lots of storage reality stuff on TV these days, but in Winnipeg, real people prefer real storage at Storageville. Why? 2 super convenient locations, both with really easy access to your locker. It's absolutely secure and always pristine clean. Learn more about Storageville's many wow factors at storageville.ca and sign up for upcoming auction alerts. Never know what treasures you might find. Storageville, where Winnipeg stores.
Yep!
In the world of PowerSmart, small changes add up. Did you know a water saver shower head could save you as much as 50 liters of hot water during one 10-minute shower? And that a leaky hot water faucet in your home could be wasting enough energy to heat more than 10,000 liters a year? That's 40,000 glasses of water. Install a water saver shower head and fix leaky faucets. The savings will really add up. For more energy-saving solutions from Manitoba Hydro, log on to manitobapowersmart.ca.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Fergie's Fish and Chips and Manitoba Turkey Producers.
Well, we go to the 5th inning. In a 1-1 tie. Todd Jennings, Carlo Cota, Buddy Sosnowski. 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Jennings tonight, softly lined out to shortstop Narodowski. First pitch, breaking balls, low ball 1. So he's 0 for 1 tonight. Ace Walker works into his 5th. Each team getting a run in the 3rd, 1-0. He is outside 2-0. Again, Wichita leading Grand Prairie 3-2 in the 7th. Gary in front of Sioux City 3-2 in the 2nd. In Sioux City tonight. The 2-0. Swung on, line to center field. Roberson coming in and dives and makes the catch. Boy, Chris got kind of fooled on that one, but managed to recover and came in. Then I think he lost it for a minute, then saw it again and dove and made the catch. And the Goldeyes got a little lucky on that. One away for Carlo Cota, who's the pancake batter tonight, and he's 0 for 1. Worcester's leading Amarillo 4-1. That's in the 4th in Amarillo, Texas. Sioux Falls and Kansas City are tied at 1 in the 3rd. And again, Laredo, El Paso, supposed to be starting that regularly scheduled game at 8:05. First pitch is a little bit low, ball 1. And that's our first look at the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color and carry. The 1-0 Dakota. Breaking ball a little high, 2-0. And Ace Walker wants a new apple. Goldeyes are out hitting Fargo 4-3. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch is high, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes to Carlo Cota, batting 190 the pitch. Fastball right down the chute, the old automatic, and it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is just outside, ball 4. And Cota draws a walk. So 1-out free pass, and Walker walks his first tonight. And here's Buddy Sosnowski, who hit a home run. His first trip tonight to account for Fargo's lone run. And that was his first of the year. This kid's been quite impressive. And he's driven in 4 on the year, but how about this? He is 3 for 4 in the series. Left-handed batter, first pitch. Fastball on the inside edge for a strike. So they came inside on him again, and this time Sosnowski takes. Walker from the stretch. Allen sets up outside. The pitch. Fastball swung on, lifted out toward left field. Jon Weber's right there, waits for it, makes the catch. 2 away. And top of the order we go in Zach Penprase. And Penprase will stand in from the right-hand side. We're in the 5th inning, tied at 1. So far this year, Ace Walker has made 2 previous starts against Fargo, a win and a loss, and each time he's worked no less than 7 2/3. 7 2/3 and 8 1/3. First pitch is a breaking ball that's low, ball 1. Cota 4 for 4 on the bases. Kind of jumped off the bag like he was going to go there at first with 2 away, but did not. 1 ball, no strikes. Fargo has swiped 2 bases already tonight. The 1-0 swung on and fouled back. The ball and a strike. That gets out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're tied at 1 here in the 5th. Penprase rounding the plate a little bit. Allen sets up outside. 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and sent down the right field line and foul. Where's it going to end up? It goes off the facade of the Who's on First patio deck and down below into the patio deck on the concourse. Kind of stacked up decks there. Nothing like a stacked deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Fastball just missed outside 2-2. Runner on the move. They'll throw down to second, and they are going to get Kona on a delayed steal. Inning ends at second. Nice play by Allen to recognize that. Had a good job by Narodowski to get there, to field the ball, make the catch, and apply the tag. Caught stealing 2-6. Inning ends at second. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Bottom 5 is next when we return. Tied at 1. TSN 12-9.
You make a tea time, and Mother Nature goes,
I don't think so.
Good thing there's the Golf Dome. With 5 virtual golf simulators, you can play on courses from around the world. Get your practice in at a driving range where you pay by time, not by bucket, and save 40% with summer rates. It's fun stuff, and no crazy weather. The Golf Dome, the Bubba Loft Sterling Lion Parkway. Don't forget to like us on Facebook for specials and coupons.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em.
The Field of Dreams Foundation helps kids in need by supporting children's charities. I'm Tony Fletcher, president of the Field of Dreams Foundation, urging you to help out by picking up our special coupon book at Shaw Park for just $5. It's packed with $100 in savings at popular ballpark concessions and local restaurants, or you can pledge an amount per Goldeyes strikeout in the Fillmore Riley K's for Kids program. Learn more at goldeyes.com. Thanks to you, the Field of Dreams Foundation continues to make kids' dreams come true.
Bottom of the 5th inning. In a 1-1 time. Josh Mazzola will lead it off for the Goldeyes against Alex Caldera. Both starters are still in this one. Bottom 3 for Winnipeg. First pitch. A breaking ball to Mazzola to start him with a strike. Josh 1 for 1 tonight. It's Mazzola, Barbero, Narodowski, the 0-1. Breaking ball is inside. 1 ball in, 1 strike. Here in the bottom of 5, let's have a look at what the Goldeyes are doing this week. 1-1 is on the inside edge for a strike. Another breaking ball, and Mazzola takes that. 1-2. Goldeyes this week brought to you by Boston Pizza. Try Boston Pizza's all-meat wings. A 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. This summer, nothing goes better with BP's all-meat wings than all beer. Boston Pizza, here to make you happy. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Mazzola down on strikes. Third strikeout tonight for Alex Caldera, and here's Dan Barbero. 1 for 1 with a run scored. Well, here tonight after the game, it's fireworks. Tomorrow night, in Game 3 of this series, a 7:05 start time, we're back on the air again at 6:30. Hometown Heroes Night. Goldeyes pay tribute to our police, fire, and EMS departments. Barbero 1 for 1, a run scored. First pitch is in there for a strike. Then on Friday night, the conclusion of this series, 7:05. The 0-1. A little bit high, 1-1. It won't be the last time on Friday night that these teams meet here in Winnipeg. They still have another meeting down in Fargo for 4 in August. The 1-1. Breaking ball is outside, 2-1. And then they finish the season against each other September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd here in Winnie. The 1-1. Change-up is high, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Barbero. And on Saturday, Sioux Falls comes to town, 2-1. Fastball in there for a strike, it's 2-2. And it's party on the patio deck on Saturday. Best kept secret here at Shaw Park. Saturday Night Ticket allows you to watch the game from the Goldeyes patio deck. 2-2, half a swing, pitch is low. Did he go? The appeal at third. No, says Sean Hicks. And actually, that was ball 4. So it was a 3-2. I had it right, but then they had it wrong on the board, so we opted to go with the board and not trust ourselves. Anyway, it's the first walk for Caldera. It's a 1-on-3 pass, and Narodowski will step up. He does not have an official at bat tonight. He laid down a real nice bunt, then moved Barbero along to second and set up Roberson's RBI single to tie the game now 2 innings ago. First pitch is low, ball 1. Yeah, it's a great view from the pub-style tables and chairs, plus there are plenty of food and drink specials on the Goldeyes patio deck down that right field line. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Breaking balls in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Then on Sunday, of course, team photo giveaway for the first half and pregame on-field autograph session. 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. And Salisbury House 2-for-1 Mr. Big Nip giveaway on Sunday as well, a 1:35 start time. Monday, the series continues against the Pheasants, and it's Thunderstick giveaway to the first 500 fans. 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Courtesy of Pancreatic Cancer Awareness. And Tuesday of next week, Shirt Off Our Backs night. 1 lucky fan wins the shirt off a player's back every inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Narodowski. Pitch is just outside, 3-2. And then the Goldeyes will have a day off. I mean, a day off. No travel, a day off away from the ballpark on Wednesday the 11th, and then get back at her on Thursday against St. Paul for 4. 3-2. Swung on, chopper out toward third, fielded by Jennings to second for 1, down to 1 for 2, and Narodowski hits into a 5-4-3 around the horn, inning-ending double play. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We're through 5. We're tied at 1. We'll go to the 6th when we come back on TSN 1290.
Nice and fresh.
Just the way I like it.
This is really good.
That hits the spot.
The spot to hear all that contentment? Our very own fishbowl. The reason? Robins. Smart coffee lovers count on the famous, always fresh taste of Robins coffee to add extra zest to every Goldeyes game. Team it with a Robins fresh baked treat, and you've got, well, a flavored doubleheader. Robins. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
Your best friend may be furry, but they're part of your family. So when it comes to your pet's health, they deserve to be treated like family at Animal Hospital of Manitoba. Their experienced professionals provide the very latest in veterinary care for cats, dogs, ferrets, rabbits, just about any pet you can imagine. And they take pride in educating clients and following up to make sure your best friend is doing just fine. Animal Hospital of Manitoba, 995 Main Street. We care for your pets as if they were our own.
A little of this. A little of that. A little of this. A little of that. And a whole lot of whatever in between.
Give me the news, I got a bad case.
99.9 Bob FM. 80s, 90s, and whatever.
Never miss the action with live Goldeyes coverage on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes. Here's Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the 6th. Zach Penprase, Sergio Pedrosa, Nick Jackson, 1, 2, and 3. Top of the order for Fargo in a 1-1 tie. Ace Walker works into his 6th inning. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Penprase 0 for 2 tonight, reached on an error and bounced out. Error was to Schrundle to Castor at third, then he bounced out to Narodowski at short, the 1-0. Is low, 2-0. Just to finish up what's happening this week for the Goldeyes and into next week. Post-game fireworks when St. Paul gets to town on Thursday the 12th. Wine, women, and baseball on Friday the 13th. The pitch. Swung on, chopper out towards short. Narodowski up with it. Shuffles, throws to first. One away. And the batter, Sergio Pedroza, double play that is hit into tonight in the singles, so he's 1 for 2. Saturday the 14th, and Pajama Party, post-game movie and a sleepover. You can dress up in your best PJs and bring the whole family. After the game, the Goldeyes will play the family-friendly movie, The Adventures of Tintin, on the giant video board. One away, first pitch to Pedroza. Swung on, and that is lifted out towards center. Right there is Roberson. He'll make the catch coming in on it. And there's 2 away. And the batter, Nick Jackson. Fans can stay and enjoy the movie free of charge on the 14th. And you're also invited to bring a tent and camp over on the center field grass at Shaw Park. Boy, that would be fun. Families are invited to enter to win the opportunity to enjoy the movie and the camp over on a beautiful Serta mattress from center field, courtesy of Serta Mattress Company. Okay, I hate to play devil's advocate. First pitch. On the outside edge for a strike. Okay, so let's say, you grab mama, you grab the kids, you come down, which we want you to do. And you enter to win in this Serta deal. To sleep on the mattress out there in center field. 0-1. Breaking ball swung on, fouled to my left and back down below. Strike 2 to Nick Jackson. And, obviously if it's kind of like a bed and a big mattress, you can't really move it in your tent. So you're sleeping kind of under the stars. What happens if it starts to rain? Goldeyes staff wake you up, get you off the mattress, at 3 in the morning. Pitch is low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And they move the mattress out of the rain and leave you out there? I mean, what's the contingency plan here? I'd enter to win just to see. The 1-2. A little low, 2-2. Anyway, that's happening on Saturday the 14th. Sunday the 15th, Wonder Show's Carnival Games, Plunger Pool on the Promenade. Kid City run the bases. Salisbury House 2 for 1 Mr. Big Nip giveaway. 2-2. Breaking ball is low, and it got between the legs of Luis Alen back toward the screen. And a full count to Nick Jackson with 2 away in the 6th. We're tied at 1. Tickets at 5 price points, $5, $7, $12, $14, and $18. Available at any Ticketmaster location in the province, including Shaw Park. 855 Goldeye, Ticketmaster.ca. 3-2. Cold third strike on the inside corner. And Nick Jackson will go down looking again. And he'll say something to Mike O'Leary. And he'll throw the helmet in disgust. But he will go down looking for the second time tonight. 3rd strikeout by Ace Walker in the baseball game. Zeros across the board. Fargo goes 1, 2, 3. Bottom 6 is next. Tied at 1. TSN 12-9.
Discover la francophonie in Manitoba.
L'Arbrerie, Île-des-Chênes, Sainte-Rose-du-Lac, Notre-Dame-de-Lourdes, Saint-Pierre-Joli, Saint-Boniface, and way much more.
In our friendly province, we are fortunate. French is everywhere and has lots to offer. Open your mind, add a French twist to your life, and enjoy the richness of another beautiful culture right here in Manitoba.
Venez voir. Vous serez surpris. Surpris. Venez voir.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
That baseball glove. You know the one. The one that you got in high school. The one that got you MVP your senior year. Yeah, you know the one. And we do too. At Ranger Insurance, we protect what's important to you. Because whatever size it is, it's the little things that matter. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, Ranger Insurance has a plan that's right for you. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning in a 1-1 tie. And for Winnipeg, top of the order, Price Kendall. Chris Roberson, Jon Weber against Alex Caldera. First pitch is right down the chute for a strike. And the bottom of 6 is underway. Kendall tonight 0 for 2. He is 3 for 7 in the series. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. So love to see out at any or all of the remaining games. There's only 4,500 people here tonight. And like I said, kind of disappointing. Beautiful night, the 1-1. Breaking ball swung on, sharply hit out to third. Knocked down there by Jennings. Up with it, fires to first, and not in time! I think that Kendall beat it out regardless, but Rodriguez dropped the baseball at first. And we'll see how they score that. Now, they've got an error on the board. It'll be E5, and it should be the first error of the night to Fargo. And Chris Roberson, the batter, he's 1 for 2 tonight. And drove in the only Goldeyes run. Hard hit ball over at the hot corner. And Jennings knocked it down, picked it up. Kendall runs good, but he's a little banged up right now. And a bunt pushed out toward the mound. Picked up by Caldera. Throws to first. And they do get Roberson on the sacrifice that goes 1-3. So a nice job. Good fundamental baseball by the Goldeyes. And Jennings on that hot shot, that hot hit over to third base, knocked it down. And then it kicked away from him. He picked it back up and had to hurry. Now Kendall sprinting down the line. Looked like he had got his foot on the pillow before the ball arrived, but Rodriguez couldn't squeeze the baseball either. And here's Jon Weber, a double and a strikeout tonight. And the Goldeyes in position to take the lead for the second time this evening. And Caldera looks in to get the sign from Delgado. Weber sets up, and the first pitch swung on, bounced right side along the line, and it's foul as first baseman Rodriguez will pick it up. Again, love to see out. 4,811 are here tonight. 4,811 for fireworks. 4,811. Weber, 25 driven in. Last year he was an RBI a game guy. The 0-1. Breaking ball swung on, lined out to right field. Right at Sosnowski. He'll make the catch. Now a long throw to third with Kendall tagging and getting safely from second to third base. And the throw is cut off at second by shortstop Penprase. So a productive out for Jon Weber. A fly ball to right field. And it moves Kendall along to third. And here's Sherundle to Castor. We're tied at 1. Bottom of the 6th inning. And DeCaster is 0 for 2 tonight. And he's hitless in his return, including striking out a couple of times last night. And DeCaster will stand in from the right-hand side. First pitch is a breaking ball that's low, ball 1. Goldeyes have double-barrel action up in the bullpen. The left-hander is Zach Baldwin. And a right-hander down there is Craig James. Caldera comes set. The 1-0. Breaking ball down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. While Fargo probably on the game plan is going to be careful with DeCaster here. But then you've got Luis Alen due up. And Luis has been hot, except for tonight, but he stung the ball twice. 2-0. Breaking ball is inside. 3 balls and no strikes. DeCaster with 4 home runs, 26 driven in. He was leading the team in RBI at the time of his departure for Mexico, which lasted 10 games. The 3-0 is in there for a strike. It's 3-1. Kendall at third base. We're tied at 1 in the bottom of this 6th inning. And the 3-1. Breaking ball is inside. Ball 4 to Sherundle de Caster. So second walk issued by Caldera. And now a left-hander throwing in the bullpen for Fargo. And it looks like number 21 and Tony Davis. And that's who it is. And here comes Steve Montgomery out to make a pitching visit for Fargo. So both bullpens are active right now in what's been a well-pitched and well-played baseball game tonight, as you might have expected. Now, each team's made an error, and it hasn't cost either team yet, and yet it's for Fargo, who's made the error in this 6th inning to get Kendall aboard and over toward third base. And now they're going to position Buddy Sosnowski in right field. Fargo seems to feel that they've got a bit of a spray chart on Luis Alen and that he goes the other way. And they want Sosnowski to come in a little bit and play pretty much right in behind Coda, but obviously deeper, but in line with Coda where he lines up at second base. And they want to take away that right center alley. Here's Allen, first pitch. Breaking ball down and away, ball 1. Nice block by Delgado. Runners on the corners, 2 away. Allen tonight has lined out to Coda. He had to spear that. And then he put one down the first base line. Rodriguez dove out and made the play on that one. So Allen has seen Caldera well tonight and stung the baseball twice, the 1-0. Swung on, hit down the third base line. It is a foul ball. Boy, it looked like it was awfully close to chalking that line. Just past third, foul is our call from home plate umpire Mike O'Leary. Yeah, Allen has seen Caldera well tonight. He has stung the baseball, as I suggested. He has nothing to show for it. I'm sure he'll take the one hit maybe if it gets offered up right here, right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caldera comes set with 2 away. The 1-1 runner on the move from first to second. Pitch is swung on and filleted down the right field line. Fair ball. In to score is Kendall. And rounding second, heading for third is DeCaster. And Luis Alen fillets one down the right field line. And Winnipeg takes the lead on an RBI single by their catcher. And it's 2-1 Winnipeg. Well, they shifted, they moved around, and he hit it where they were not. And Luis Alen drives in his 23rd of the season. And now runners on the corners with 1 in. And the Goldeyes leading 2-1 for Kyle Day. And for Luis Alen, he extends a hitting streak to 5 straight. And he is 9 for his last 19 at the plate. And Kyle Day steps in from the left side, first pitch. Swung on, foul back for strike 1. Day tonight has struck out and flown out. By the way, Sioux Falls is leading Kansas City 5-1. That is in inning number 4 in KC. 0-1 to Kyle Day. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Sioux Falls 5. They're just 2 games back of Winnipeg in the standings. Sioux Falls 5, Kansas City 1 in the 4th. St. Paul was lost in 10, 15, 14. Lincoln beat them in a marathon today. 4 hours and 11 minutes. 0-2 today. The 0-2 is a breaking ball in the dirt. And Day lays off 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grand Prairie ahead of Wichita, 4-3 in the 8th. Gary leading Sioux City, 7-5 in the 4th. Amarillo in front of Worcester now, 6-4 in the 5th. And El Paso leading Laredo, 2-0 in the 2nd on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. 1-2, the pitch today is a breaking ball in the dirt. It gets away from Delgado. Now he's going to throw to second, and Luis Alen thought that he got there, breaking for the bag, and now Luis is going to give third base umpire Sean Hicks an earful, but he'll get caught stealing, and the inning will end at second base. So Luis was breaking, trying to maybe advance on what was or could have been scored a wild pitch had he got there. Instead, he gets caught stealing, and the Goldeyes will leave one stranded in scoring position. They do get a run, though, to the Goldeyes on a hit. There was a costly error to Fargo, and one left. We'll go to the seventh. Winnipeg leads at 2-1. TSN 1290.
Hit a home run this summer at any of Arby's 6 Winnipeg locations. Whether you want to lead off with Arby's oven-roasted roast beef or return for a designated hit with a market-fresh sandwich or wrap, you'll always come away feeling like a winner after a visit to Arby's. What are you thinking? I'm thinking Arby's. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be a corporate sponsor of your Winnipeg Goldeyes.
For 5 years, the new Pembina Chrysler has become Winnipeg's most conveniently located automotive center. From a 30-minute orders-free oil change, All Make Collision Center, Canada's largest parts volume dealer, or an incredible selection of new and used vehicles, it's really all here at the new Pembina Chrysler. So why drive to the outskirts of the city to buy, much less go all the way back for service, when it's all here at the new Pembina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, 300 Pembina Highway or PembinaChrysler.com.
Your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
You're listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball, live on TSN.
Well, we go to the seventh inning. Jon Gaston, Ryan Delgado, Marcos Rodriguez, heart of the order against Ace Walker, first pitch. Swing and a miss on that changeup. And it's strike one to Gaston, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Winnipeg leads at 2-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error. Fargo 1-3-1. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball swung on. That's hit out to right field, but right at Kyle Day. And a couple of steps to his right, and he'll make the catch for the first out. And the batter is Ryan Delgado, who is 0 for 2. He's blown out to center and to right tonight. While the Goldeyes have double-barrel action still in the bullpen. Baldwin, the left-hander, and Craig James, the righty. No activity now in the bullpen for Fargo. We're on the top of the seventh inning. Goldeyes leading by 1. First pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 1. And again, the finals in the American League today. Yankees beat Tampa Bay. New York 4, Tampa 3. Cleveland over the Angels. 12-3. Pitch is low. No, called a strike. Nothing in 2. Oakland's won 4 in a row. They got by Boston, swept that series 3-2. And Baltimore beat Seattle 4-2. Big win for Baltimore to stay close to the Yankees. 0-2. Breaking ball swung on. Chopper right side. 2-hopper. Fielded by Kendall. Throws to first. 2 away. And the batter is Marcos Rodriguez, who's 0 for 2. And they're underway in Detroit in the first inning. No score. Twins, though, have won 5 in a row. Toronto leading Kansas City 4-1. That's in the 8th in TO tonight. And also in the 8th, White Sox and Texas in Chicago tied at 4. Josh Hamilton, his 26th home run. First pitch, swung on and fouled away. And out of play, strike 1. Washington leading, or actually defeated today. There were 4 matinees in the National League. Washington winning one of them. 9-4 over San Francisco, the 0-1. Swung on, weak ground ball, rolled out towards second, up with it, and over to first is Kendall. And how about that? 1, 3. Down go the RedHawks here in the top of the 7th inning. And we're going to stretch in my hometown now. Zeros across the board. Stretch time in downtown Winnipeg. We invite you wherever you are tonight to get up with us and do the same. We'll go to the bottom of 7. We'll give you the answer to trivia, and we'll tell you the Goldeyes lead it after 6.5, 2-1 on TSN 1290.
Growing debt is like being in a dark tunnel. You don't know which way to turn. You keep getting tripped up by bills and sudden expenses that you didn't see coming, and you feel like you aren't making any progress. But there's someone who can give you advice on debt counseling and credit proposals. Someone who can guide you to a light at the end of the tunnel. Elsie Taylor, trustee in bankruptcy. Your way forward. Visit us at lctaylor.net.
From the diamond to the driveway, from weekend warrior to world-class pro, local athletes are choosing Manitoba pork for peak performance. Loaded with lean, high-quality protein and essential vitamins and minerals, pork is a powerhouse of nutrition for serious athletes. For a real competitive edge, choose Manitoba pork, fueling today's athletes. Learn more about pork for peak performance at manitobapork.com.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk. Sarah's on the line.
I want a cool new phone, but I have a fear of commitment.
Well, now with Rogers FlexTab, you can get your dream phone, like an HTC One X, on your terms with a low upfront payment.
That's great.
And you could be free of your FlexTab agreement at any time just by paying the remaining balance for the phone.
So I could pay it off in a couple of months.
Sure.
Or next year.
No need to commit. Introducing FlexTab from Rogers. Conditions apply.
Yours today at your local Rogers store, the official wireless provider to the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Kyle Day leads it off. He was at the plate when Luis Alen was caught stealing. Last inning, Winnipeg moving to the bottom of 7, leading this one 2-1. Both starters still in the game. Day, Mazzola, Barbero, first pitch from Caldera is inside and low, ball 1. Kyle 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a flyout. And he was behind in the count when Luis Alen was caught stealing. The 1-0 is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. That left-hander for Fargo is back up throwing in their bullpen down that right field line. Tony Davis. And the 2-0 pitch is in there for, well, I guess it's taken for ball 3. Tony Davis is throwing to the bullpen. The 3-0 is outside, ball 4. He walked him on 4 straight pitches. And, you know, if you're the Goldeyes here, you have got to play small ball to try to increase your lead. 3rd walk issued by Alex Caldera, and now Josh Mazzola is going to stand in. He's 1 for 2 tonight. And he'll look down to Rick Forney. I'm sure Rick's going to ask Josh to bunt. To the cap, to the arm, to the chest, back to the cap, to the arm, to the chest, to the thigh is the signs. Goldeyes lead it 2-1. They have 5 hits to Fargo's 3. Last night, a key point in the game in the 8th inning. First throw goes over to first. And Day back in time. Kyle 1 for 1 on the base pass. Mazzola did not tip his hand there. And Caldera will come set again. First pitch is outside and a little bit low, ball 1 to Mazzola, who did not show bunt. Other scores in the National League. Philadelphia and Cliff Lee picked up a win. For Lee is first. He's 1-5. They beat the Mets 9-2. Pittsburgh, 6-4 winners over Houston, the 1-0. Breaking ball swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Final in 10. Miami over Milwaukee, 7-6. Bottom of the 8th, Cubs lead Atlanta, 5-1. Anthony Rizzo's homered. Jeff Baker's homered. Brian Lair have homered for Chicago. 1-1. In there for a strike, throw down to first. And Day back in time. 1-2 to Mazzola. St. Louis leads Colorado, 2-1 in the 8th. Dodgers have put a 3 spot on the board on Cincinnati and lead 3-0 to the 2nd. And just underway San Diego and Arizona tonight. 1-2 to Mazzola. Caldera comes set. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Or did Mazzola get a piece of it? He got a piece of it. He'll stay alive. Boy, he's seen a lot of breaking stuff here as Josh Mazzola. 1 for 2 tonight. A base hit in the second, and he struck out to lead off the fifth. Goldeyes have the leadoff man aboard. And Kyle Day, who gets an okay lead, being held on by Rodriguez. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Mazzola goes down on strikes. And there's one away. Strikeout number 4 for Alex Caldera. And here is Dan Barbero. 1 for 1 with a walk. And here comes Doug Simonuk out of that first base dugout for Fargo. And Dan might face the left-hander here. And Tony Davis. And he will. As Simonuk will point down toward the bullpen. And he'll make a pitching change. We'll step aside. Bottom of the seventh. That's it for Caldera. Goldeyes lead at 2-1. 1 on, 1 out. Barbero due up against the left-hander on TSN 1290.
For football.
Are you guys concerned about a 23-year-old who's had major reconstructive surgery on both his shoulders already?
Absolutely. Yeah, and shoulders for an O-lineman is everything, right? Because you're constantly step and punch.
For hockey.
I think it's a shame that the Toronto Maple Leafs take the kind of money they do from their fans, and they haven't been in the playoffs in 7 years. They haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967. The Montreal Canadiens. Since 1993.
For Goldeyes.
Back in the warning track. At the wall, and he makes the catch.
Nothing but sports.
I mean, either you love him or you hate him, and I bet there's a lot of people out there that used to hate him that are starting to love him. The guy's the best thing to happen to Major League Baseball in a long time.
When sports is your passion.
It's like you're talking to a 12-year-old kid who's refusing to take responsibility for whatever that they had done. And you don't want guys like that. I don't care how talented they are.
TSN 1290. All sports.
You want guys like that on your team?
All the time.
Well, that's it for Alex Caldera, pitcher of record on a losing side. He can lose it. He can't win it. He could get a no decision. He goes 6 1/3 innings tonight. 5 hits, 2 runs. 1 will be earned. He's responsible for 1. 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 2 wild pitches. And he gives way to left-hander Tony Davis. And the pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. Now the Goldeyes haven't seen a lot of Tony Davis. But Dan Barbero will face him now. And for Tony Davis, the left-hander, 5'11", 185 from Valdosta, Georgia. He was in New Britain last year, Double-A with the Twins. 24 years old is Tony Davis. He makes his second appearance of the year. 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no walks. Lefty, Barbero 1 for 1 with a walk. And Kyle Day over at first base, 1 away, bottom 7. First pitch is right down the chute for a strike. Good take for Dan Barbero to see what this guy's got. 4,811 here tonight. And the 0-1. Breaking ball swung on, and that is turned on but ripped foul. And yanked right out of the ballpark here over the roof of who's on first, which really is second to none. And a ball comes scooting out of that bullpen for Fargo. And down in behind home plate, how about Dan Chase, Director of Marketing and Sales? Fleet of foot right there. And tosses into the seats for a kid. 0-2 to Dan Barbero. A homer and 7 driven in. 0-2 is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The steady diet of breaking balls here. Looks like Billy Spottiswoode throwing in the bullpen for the Goldeyes. And a pitch is low and outside. 2-2 to Dan Barbero. Well, I think you'll see Ace take the ball for the 8th, regardless of what the Goldeyes do and how the 7th finishes up. And then the just in case will be Spottiswoode. Goldeyes lead at 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 is outside and a little bit high. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Barbero. Right-hander down in the Fargo bullpen. Lefty, a full count. And the pitch, runner on the move, pitch is swung on and fouled back. Good rip again by Barbero. Kyle Dahman throwing in the bullpen for Fargo. And Day has to get back with 1 away, and the Goldeyes trying to send the runner on a 3-2 count. Barbero waggling the bat to the left-hand side. Tony Davis looks in, gets the sign from Delgado, and the pitch is low for ball 4. So Davis walks Barbero, 2 walks in the inning, and here is David Narodowski. So Davis walks the first. A couple of those pitches were close, but Barbero draws his second walk in the evening. And Fargo's walked 4 Goldeyes tonight. Narodowski 0 for 1. He banged into a double play. He has also laid down a sac bunt. Goldeyes would take anything but a double play right here. With 1 down and 2 on. First pitch is low, ball 1. Well, let's get to the answer here in the bottom of the 7th on trivia. And the contest trivia question for the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel specializing in spacious executive suites. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch is low, 2 balls, no strikes. The question tonight, entering tonight's contest against Fargo, which 2 Goldeyes relievers have made 4 straight appearances without giving up an earned run, as we're going to get a pitching visit from Steve Montgomery, the pitching coach, for Fargo. Entering tonight's contest against Fargo, which 2 Goldeyes relievers have made 4 straight appearances without giving up an earned run. Congratulations tonight to Darlene McDougall of Transcona. She knew the answer to be Craig James and Billy Spottiswoode. 4 straight without allowing a run or an earned run. So the answer, Craig James, Billy Spottiswoode. Our trivia answer tonight. Congratulations, Darlene McDougall of Transcona. You pick up a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. Mound meeting's over. 2 balls and no strikes to Narodowski. The pitch is inside 3-0, and a throw to second base by Delgado was on the shortstop side of second, and Day got back underneath. No tag from Penprase. 3 balls and no strikes to Narodowski. And Darlene also has a chance to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. 3-0 to Narodowski, 1 out and 2 on. And the 3-0 pitch is outside and low, ball 4. And the bases are loaded for guess who? Price Kendall. And here comes Doug Semenuk. And he is going to make a pitching change to bring in the right-hander, I'm sure. And halfway out, he'll point down to the bullpen to do just that. We'll keep it here on this pitching change. And we'll tell you a little bit about Price Kendall and what went on last night, as Fargo will bring in their 3rd pitcher of the night, and it's going to be right-hander Kyle Dahman. Well, we were discussing last night the ability of Price Kendall to hit with runners in scoring position and 2 out. And the average was .375 going into the at-bat last night. He stepped up with the bases loaded at 2 out and promptly cleared the bases with a triple. And now it's bases loaded 1 out. And Price Kendall is hitless tonight. And as they say in the game, it only takes one. For Tony Davis tonight, he does not record an out. He faces two batters. No hits, responsible for two, a couple of walks, no strikeouts. And he gives way to number 28, Kyle Dahman. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And Kendall 0 for 3 with a run scored. Goldeyes leading 2-1 in this seventh inning with the bases loaded. For Kyle Dahman, a right-hander, 6'1", 180 from Belton, Missouri. 27 years old. He'll be 28 next month. And for Dahman, he will make his 14th appearance. No record, a 5.02 ERA. 14 and a third innings, 15 hits, 8 earned runs, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts, and the opposition batting .263. Against him, he has given up 2 home runs this year. And he'll get his complement of 8 warm-up pitches. 2-1, the Goldeyes are leading here. Kyle Dahman makes his 3rd appearance against the Goldeyes this year. 3 innings, only 1 hit, no runs allowed, no walks, a couple of strikeouts, and Winnipeg hitting just 100 against this righty. And here is Price Kendall, who is 0 for 3 tonight and 3 for 8 in the series. Bases loaded and 1 out. Kyle Day is in 3rd, Dan Barbero at 2nd, David Narodowski at 1st. Fargo has walked the bases full. Day walked against Caldera, and then Tony Davis came in and walked 2 in a row, the only 2 batters he faced. And Kendall, with 21 RBI, will stand in from the right-hand side. And a big hit last night. Righty here. Dahman will look in to get the sign from Delgado. And now time called by Kendall. Felt the battery was waiting too long. And he'll back out from that right side batter's box. What about a squeeze here? I don't think so. I think you have Kendall swing away. Dahman comes set. And the pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Kendall taking. For Price, he's hitting .286 on the year. Looking for his first home run. From the stretch, the 0-1 is down and away, and a real nice block by Delgado going to his right there. You know, this is reminiscent of last night. Goldeyes 2nd and 3rd, 1 out in the 8th. Don't scratch out a run. Go to the 9th. End up leading by 1 and lose, giving up 3 in the top of the 9th inning on a Ryan Delgado bases clearing double. 1 ball, 1 strike. We bring it up because it is plays like this and times like this in a game where what happened last night with the Goldeyes blowing the lead in the 9th is maybe the storyline, but it's situations like this in those games like last night that get overlooked. The 1-1 breaking ball is a good slider that's on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2. Fans didn't like it. Not much of an argument from Kendall. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kyle Dahman has been perfect against the Goldeyes in his appearances this year. From the stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, chopper right side, coming in, Coda. He'll flip to second for 1, and down to 1, not in time. Coda thought about trying to tag Narodowski going by. Instead, and he had to charge the baseball. It was going to be a tough double play, no matter how you sliced it. Kendall running to beat it out. He does. Drives in a run. Day scores from 3rd. There's 2 away, and the Goldeyes have a 2-run lead. So Kendall will pick up an RBI on a high chopper right side. It's a fielder's choice. He'll be at first. The out of Narodowski goes 4-6. There's 2 away. Barbero over to third. Runners on the corners for Chris Roberson. And the inning continues, and the Goldeyes get a run out of that by staying out of the double play. And the first pitch to Robo is a little bit low, ball 1. For Roberson tonight, 1 for 2, an RBI single, a stolen base. Prior to that, a strikeout. His last trip, he moved Kendall along with a sac bunt, and that set up a Goldeye 1-run 6th inning. They've scored 1 here in the 7th as well, lead it 3-1. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, and that is bounced right back up the middle. Diving stop, Coda, and gets up to one knee and flips to Penprase to force out Kendall, and that's it for the Goldeyes here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Leadoff walk comes in to score. A run without the benefit of a hit, and the Goldeyes will lead 2. We'll go to the 8th. 3-1 Winnipeg, TSN 1290.
Hello, Ken Plain here. If you're looking for a foundation contractor that you can trust, go with Avalon. But don't just take my word for it. For over 40 years, people in Winnipeg and surrounding areas have gone with Avalon for their foundation issues. So you know that you are dealing with professionals. To learn more of what we can do for you, call 783-2500. Go with the name you trust. Go with Avalon Construction.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark and fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, both of which are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Before baseball, I packed his favorite red bag with 2 oranges, his big water bottle, lucky glove, 2 balls, and an extra pair of socks just in case.
He's all ready for the big game, but he may not be ready for...
Psst, hey, try this. All the players use it.
Talk to your kids about chewing tobacco today, because if you think you've prepared them for everything, you don't know spit. Brought to you by Mantra, the Manitoba Tobacco Reduction Alliance for Tobacco-Free Sport.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Avalon and the Gulf Dome.
Well, that will be it for Ace Walker tonight. 7 innings, pitcher record on a winning side. 3 hits, 1 run. It's earned. A walk and 3 strikeouts, and he gives way to right-hander Billy Spottiswood. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. Todd Jennings, Carlo Coda, Buddy Sosnowski, 7, 8, and 9 for Fargo in their order. And we'll see Spottiswood for the 2nd straight night. As Billy worked an inning last night, gave up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Todd Jennings 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch, fastball missed outside, ball 1. So Walker, the pitcher of record, and he gives way to Spottiswood, the 1-0. He is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Spottiswood, 6'3", 230, 27 years old, from California. The pitch is inside, 3-0. Or did he call it a strike? He called it a strike. It was a late call by home plate umpire Mike O'Leary. And the 2-1 pitch. Inside, and he just hit him. Well, he just hit Todd Jennings with a pitch. And Spottiswood fell behind, then came inside and hit Jennings with a pitch, and Jennings going to be attended to by the trainer for Fargo as he walks slowly out toward first base. For Spottiswood, his 6th appearance as a Goldeye. No record, no ERA, 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts, and he now hits his first batter as a Goldeye, and the opposition batting 188 against him. And the Goldeyes, I think, will get some people up in the bullpen, as Carlo Coda, 0 for 1 with a walk, will stand in. For First pitch is high, ball one. Hey, basketball news, Steve Nash will not be signing with the Toronto Raptors. It was a sign and trade deal with the Suns today. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 1-1. The club that he's played for the last several years. They signed him and then traded him to the Lakers. So Steve Nash will be playing with Kobe Bryant next year. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and fouled back. And it's 0-2 to Carlo Cota. Nash is 38 years old. He was offered a 3-year deal worth $36 million over the weekend from Brian Colangelo and the Raptors. 1-2 to Cota. Nobody out, 1 on. The pitch. A little bit low, 2-2. To have a look at trades and transactions in the American Association, brought to you by the Animal Hospital Manitoba. We are a full-service veterinary hospital that also provides behavioral and nutritional counseling. 2-2 to Cota, the pitch. Swung on. That's lined out to left. Well hit. Weber going back, and it's off the base of the wall. Weber will pick it up and fire it right back in. Cota will double off the wall. The ball got away from DeCaster on the way in. Backed up, though, by Luis Alen. And all of a sudden, here come the RedHawks again. 2 on in a 2-run game, and nobody out for Buddy Sosnowski. So Cota doubles off the wall and left. And stopping in third is Jennings, and there's nobody out, and Fargo trailing 3-1, trying to do it to the Goldeyes again for the second straight night. And Sosnowski is homered and flown out here tonight. He homered to right off Walker in the third, and then flew out in the fifth to left field. And Spottiswoode will come set. First pitch. Swung on, line to center field, and Roberson will make the catch, and a run will tag and come down from third to score to make it 3-2. So Sosnowski, a sac fly, is out number 1. Roberson just about misplayed that, but Sosnowski has his second RBI of the night, and an easy score for Jennings. And finally, Billy Spottiswoode has given up an earned run, as we had that as our trivia contest question. And the runner stays Carlo Cota at second base, and the batter is Zach Penprase, who's 0 for 3 tonight. A left-hander up in the bullpen for Fargo. That should be Joe Harris. And the Goldeyes have a right-hander in their pen up. First pitch to Penprase is a slider that's in there for a strike. The right-hander is Craig James. El Paso signed Wellington Dotel, an outfielder, today, and placed Brian Joint on the inactive list. A line drive to right center, that will tie the game, and hustling for second is going to be Penprase, and here Billy Spottiswoode has blown the save in the 8th inning. And the Goldeyes have blown saves on back-to-back nights, and Zach Penprase has an RBI double, and we are tied at 3. And Sergio Pedroza, the batter. Well, it all starts when you hit the batter or walk the batter to lead off the inning. And here comes Rick Forney out to get Billy Spottiswoode, as the Goldeyes bullpen has not been very good the last few nights. And a blown save here again for the second straight night. And that'll be it for Spottiswoode. We'll take a timeout. 2 in, 1 on, 1 out. We're tied at 3. TSN 1290.
For football.
One of the best trades ever in the history of the CFL, arguably, to get Doug Brown here for basically a box of tape.
For hockey.
The first 4 guys in the NHL draft most years are can't miss.
Nothing but sports.
If you lead the league in anonymous quotes, you also lead the league in dysfunction.
When sports is your passion.
There's an emotion in the city, and it permeates the dressing room, and the players, they all feel it.
Turn to the station that's even crazier about sports than you are.
I want to be like the Road Warriors. They had the football pads with the spikes coming out and then all the face paint and stuff.
As long as you wear tight shorts, I'm in.
I heard that about you.
Spiky shoulder pads and tight shorts.
I think we've still got the panties somewhere around here, Troy, if you want to slip into something a little more comfortable.
Troy really is a sensitive guy. I want spikes and shoulder pads and like mean-looking face paint. Troy wants tights.
Well, almost as crazy. TSN 1290. All sports, all the time.
Well, Craig James into the baseball game now to try to clean up the mess. And the mess is 2 runs for Fargo in the 8th. And it's come real quick after the Goldeyes had to really earn their 2 runs. Singles in the 6th and 7th. It's a 2-run 8th for Fargo. And there's only 1 out. Billy Spottiswood, 1/3 of an inning. 2 hits, both doubles. 2 runs, both earned. Responsible for 1. Ace Walker can no longer win it. It's a blown save for the 2nd straight night. No walks, no strikeouts, and a hit batsman. And Craig James will come in for the 2nd straight night. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And the batter will be Sergio Pedroza, who's 1 for 3. Go-ahead run for Fargo is at second base. It's Zach Penprase. And Pedroza 1 for 3. And for Craig James, last night, he came in, replaced Dexter Carter, who worked the last 2/3 of an inning, and got a strikeout, no hits, no runs. First pitch is low, ball 1. Pedroza had a hit in the 3rd, along with a double play and a fly ball that he's hit into tonight. And the right-hander James delivers the 1-0. Swung on, fouled back over our heads to my left, and it's 1-1. For Craig, 29 years old, from Florida, 6'1", 175. Was in Chico and Grand Prairie last year, won the American Association Championship with Grand Prairie. Said he never pitched 1 inning in either of the 2 playoff series. And he'll step off and look Penprase back to second base. But still was fun to win the championship. He makes his 18th appearance. He's 2-0 with a 4.77 ERA. 17 innings, 19 hits, 9 earned runs, 10 walks, 12 strikeouts, pitches low, 2-1. And the opposition batting .275 against him. 2 balls and 1 strike to Sergio Pedroza. Now it started with a hit batsman here in the 8th inning. The 2-1 is low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, trades and transactions for the Animal Hospital of Manitoba. El Paso signed outfielder Wellington Dotel, placed outfielder Brian Joint on the inactive list. Grand Prairie sold the contract of right-handed pitcher Lance Day to Houston, that being the Astros. 3 balls and 1 strike to Pedroza, the pitch. Swung on, lifted out toward right field. On the run, Barbero, and he will reach at the warning track and make the catch for the 2nd out. And then Penprase will stride for 3rd. He thought about maybe getting waved in to come home on that deep fly ball. He does not. Pedroza will have a productive out, a fly ball to right for out number 2, and Penprase gets to 3rd base. And here's Nick Jackson. And Jackson will stand in for the left-hand side. Sioux City activated right-handed pitcher Nick Schumacher off the DL. Wichita signed infielder Blake Bergeron. And, of course, the Goldeyes have Sharundle DeCaster back. That's trades and transactions for the Animal Hospital of Manitoba. Jackson 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch. Breaking ball missed inside. Ball 1. We're tied at 3 here. The line score for both teams identical. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. 1 ball, no strikes to Jackson. Leads this Red Hawk team with 40 RBI. And the 1-0 pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. And it's 1-1. Fargo 2 runs in the 8th, looking for the go-ahead marker in this 8th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jackson has struck out looking twice and flown out to center. 1 for 6 in the series, his one hit, a home run. The 1-1 pitch is low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Came back with a fastball inside and missed low. Jackson hitting .341. Penprase at third base with 2 down in the inning. We're on the top of the 8th, tied at 3, the 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that changeup, and it's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nick Jackson. And Jackson will step back in from the left-hand side. Jon Gaston stands on deck. Craig James 1 pitch away from ending this inning. And he'll come set. And the 2-2 pitch. Little swing bounced up toward first, but foul. And it's still 2-2 to Nick Jackson. Now we do it again tomorrow night, 6:30 pregame. First pitch at 7:05. Tony Butler, the left-hander for Winnipeg. Paul Burnside, the righty for Fargo. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jackson. And James will step off, wipe his brow, now kick some dirt with his back foot, his right foot, and get it back in along that rubber. Looking to get the sign from Allen. Allen slides outside from the stretch. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, that's hit out to third. Diving stop by DeCaster. Up off his chest. Throw to first. And it's off the glove of Mazzola. And down the right field line. A run will score and Fargo takes the lead. And Jackson's going to get the extra base on that. And Fargo has a 4-3 lead. And Jackson will get an infield single and an RBI on that. What a great play by DeCaster, but his throws have not been very good over to first. And then there'll be an error charged likely on DeCaster, E5, his second error of the night. And there's 3 runs that have come in to score for Fargo, and here's Jon Gaston. 4-3 for the RedHawks. And Gaston 1 for 3 here tonight. And Craig James comes set. First pitch. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. Great diving stop by DeCaster. He got up. And, of course, Jackson runs well. Had to hurry the throw. And it was just back in behind the bag. And trying to stretch out was Mazzola and went off the tip of his glove. And they'll charge that on the throwing error. Josh might tell you he should have had it, but not a great throw. Pitches outside, 1-1 to Gaston. Now the Goldeyes will have to play catch-up here again. Winnipeg, by the way, has blown 5 saves this year. 2 in a row at home on the last 2 nights. The other 3 had come on the road, including 2 in 1 game in Lincoln. The pitch is on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2. Well, Fargo has a right-hander throwing to the bullpen. And it's number 25 down there, Kevin Fuqua. And they had left-hander Joe Harris throwing as well. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, bounced foul into the seats. In behind that Red Hawk dugout. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Jon Gaston. Craig James comes set in the pitch. Swung on, line to right field for a base hit. That'll score another run. Jackson rounds third, heads for home. Throw is cut off. Fargo leads it 5-3 on a 4-run 8th inning. RBI single Jon Gaston. And Fargo, maybe with a little insurance here, now leads it by 2. And here's Ryan Delgado, who is 0 for 3 tonight. Fargo's won 4 in a row here in Winnipeg. And they're looking to make it 5 in a row and get within 3 games of the Goldeyes, who have had bullpen issues the last couple of nights. And now a right-hander down there. And Stephen Kahn. And here comes Bill Pulsifer out to have a little chat. And he's going to bring everybody from the infield, save for the middle infield, and to have a little discussion here. Stephen Kahn getting loose in the bullpen. By the way, a new feature that we have, it's called What's New at the Dugout, Goldeyes Souvenir Store. And player jersey tees are available in white and sport gray and represent Goldeyes catcher Luis Alen and infielder Price Kendall, so number 18 and number 14, available in adult and youth sizes. As Delgado, the hero from last night, will step in. And James will come set, first pitch. Swung on, fouled back for strike 1. Also, new Bamboo golf shirts in tan and charcoal. And Bamboo apparently is a very sustainable product and breathes incredibly well, which is great for these hot days that we're currently experiencing. So check out the Dugout Souvenir Store next time you're here. Or tonight, the 0-1. Breaking ball swung on, lifted out towards center field. Taking a nice route on it is Roberson. He'll make the catch. And the inning is over, but the damage is done. Fargo sends 8 to the plate. They score 4 runs. They do so on 4 hits. 1 error, and they will leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of 8. 5-3 RedHawks, TSN 1290.
Yes, hello? Can I get someone to assist me in the digital camera department, please? I've been waiting for 20 minutes, and I'd like to buy this camera before it becomes obsolete.
If you've got camera questions, Don's Photo has answers. So why buy from a box store? You'll find that same camera at the same low price at Don's, minus the confusion. Visit donsphoto.com or stop by one of our 3 Winnipeg stores and let's talk photography.
Wow, we're finally doing it. Building our dream home.
I never thought we'd be able to afford it.
Well, we did some good saving, and SCU did the rest.
Sweet. Can this be my room?
This will be the kitchen, bud.
Perfect.
Whether you're fixing, building, or buying, feel comfortable in a mortgage from Steinbach Credit Union. Ready to build? SCU is there with builder mortgages, great rates, and flexible terms. Talk to SCU today. After all, we're taking care of the world's most important mortgage, yours.
Welcome back. How was the vacation?
It was fine. Why is everything so different in here?
We upgraded all our office equipment to new technology from Ricoh through Milne Office Systems.
How much more is this costing us?
After Milne did a document needs analysis, they showed us how we could increase our productivity and decrease our costs.
So where's my new copier?
It's not a copier, it's a Ricoh!
Visit milneoffice.com to arrange for your own customized Ricoh digital workflow solution today.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and a new pitcher for Fargo, Joe Harris, will come into the baseball game. He'll be the 4th pitcher of the night. Fargo leads at 5-3. Kyle Dahman 2/3 of an inning, and it's his game to win now. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And Jon Weber, the batter, to lead it off, followed by Sherundle DeCaster and Luis Alen. Hitters 3, 4, and 5. And the Goldeyes do have 6 outs to play with, but you wonder what that 4 spot in the top half of this inning does to the psyche of this team that lost last night in the 9th inning at home, and they've lost 4 in a row to the RedHawks here in downtown Winnipeg. Jon Weber 1 for 3. And time called as a ball came again out of that bullpen for the RedHawks. Down that right field line, Kevin Fuqua is still throwing to the bullpen. Stephen Kahn throwing for the Goldeyes in their pen. Weber has doubled, struck out, and flown out tonight. Goldeyes are being out hit 7-5. And the first pitch Swung on, hit down the third base line. Fair ball off the end of the bat. Weber's going to try for second. No, he's going to hold on. And Tom Bates waved him that way. But Weber will hang on with a leadoff first pitch swinging single off the end of the bat. Tucked it inside the line. And Jon Gaston was there real quick. So here's Sherundle to Caster, who is hitless in his return in 6 trips. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. And DeCaster batting .339 coming in. First pitch from Harris. It's outside, ball 1. For Joe Harris, a left-hander. Again, we saw him last night, 6'3", 195 from Newark, Delaware. 25 years old. And the 1-0. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. A third of an inning last night. No hits, no runs. 1 strikeout, and he threw a wild pitch. And for Joe Harris, he makes his 17th appearance. No record, a .289 ERA. The 2-0 is a breaking ball that's in there for a strike. And DeCaster taking all the way, and it's 2-1. Sherundle from the island of Curacao. They are part of the Netherlands. The 2-1 is inside, 3 balls and 1 strike. And, of course, they always represent the Netherlands at international baseball functions. So it's not necessarily, the Netherlands that are playing baseball, but rather players from the island of Curacao. 3-1. Swung on, ground ball down the third base line. Diving stop by Jennings. Fumbles the baseball a little bit. Gets up and now throws to second, but it's not in time to get Weber, who already established himself at the base. And DeCaster will have an infield single. That was a hot shot. And there's 2 on and nobody out. And the Goldeyes have their 7th hit of the night. And the batter is Luis Alen, who is 1 for 3. And Allen will step up from the right-hand side. And Luis with 3 home runs, 22 driven in, has an RBI tonight. And facing a left-hander in Joe Harris. First pitch. Swung on, fillet down the right field line. Long run there for Sosnowski. And a running catch into foul territory. He'll make it and fire it back into the infield. And there's 1 away. What a play by Buddy Sosnowski in right. Great running grab to make that catch and rob Luis Alen. It probably was a foul ball, but now Kyle Day the batter, and it's lefty-lefty. And Day will stand in for the left-hand side. So bottom of 8, the Goldeyes are trailing by 2, 5-3, but 2 on and 1 out now, and Kyle Day hitless in the series as well, 0 for 5. First pitch is a breaking ball on the inside edge for a strike. And Kyle facing a left-hander. Goldeyes do have, as we check inside the numbers for Recycle Everywhere, lefty here. The 0-1. Swung on, ground ball right side, could be 2. Coda, Penprase for 1, down to 1 for 2. And Fargo turns a double play to get out of the inning. And it goes 4, 6, and 3. And that's it for the Goldeyes here in the bottom of 8. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left. We'll go to the 9th. RedHawks lead at 5-3. TSN 12-9.
Thinking forward means challenging your business to grow. It's about making hard decisions today to ensure a better tomorrow. At MNP, we'll help your business think forward by being a partner that understands your business challenges and providing industry-specific thought leaders to help take you to the next level. Think forward. Contact your local MNP office or visit us online at mnp.ca.
One little drop of oil can spoil a million drops of water. So put used oil in its place. Call or click for information.
Used oil recycling is giving away free Goldeyes ski tags at 12 select home games this season with 3 ways to win. If the number on the back of your key tag is drawn in the second inning, you could win a $50 gift certificate from Future Shop. If you activate your key tag online and your keys are ever lost, they'll be returned for free. Once your key tag is activated, you are entered for a chance to win an autographed Goldeyes jersey. The draw will take place at the last game of the season. Mr. Oil Drop reminds you to keep your environment clean and green by recycling your used oil and antifreeze products.
UseOilRecycling.com. Hey, Manitoba, do it now. UseOilRecycling.com.
Call 1-888-410-1440.
Make every drop count.
Never miss the action with live Goldeyes coverage on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes. Here's Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the ninth inning. Fargo leads at 5-3, and you wonder if the life's been sucked out of this place again here tonight with what's going on. Fargo a 4 spot in the 8th after the Goldeyes had a 2-run lead, and Stephen Kahn will come in. Remember, there's still auditions going on for spots and roles on this pitching staff, particularly in the bullpen. Craig James tonight ends up going 2/3 of an inning. And for Craig, he gives up 2 hits, a run, it's earned. No walks, no strikeouts. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. 4520909. Kahn will be the 4th pitcher of the night. He'll face Marcos Rodriguez, Todd Jennings, and Carlo Cota. And here in the 9th inning, Fargo leads at 5-3. And for Stephen Kahn, out of the Fullerton, California area, a right-hander, 6'3", 220, 28 years old. And Stephen will make his 12th appearance of the year, his 3rd as a Goldeye. First pitch to Rodriguez is high, ball 1. 1-1 record overall and a 6.16 ERA for Kahn. 19 innings, 29 hits, 13 earned runs, 11 walks, 10 strikeouts. Opposition batting .349 against him. The 1-0. Swung on, ground ball right side, and it's rolled up to Kendall over to first base, and there's one away. The batter is Todd Jennings, and then we'll see Carlo Cota. Again, Inside the Numbers brought to you by Recycle Everywhere, making away from home recycling commonplace. To learn more, visit recycleeverywhere.ca. And the Goldeyes, until last night, how about this, at home, when leading after 8 innings last night, first pitch to Jennings is in there for a strike. They were 9-0 until last night. And I guess the frustrating part to watch the last couple of nights has been the fact that when leading after 8, the Goldeyes 21-2 this year. Pitches low, 1-1. Having said that, when leading after 7, this is where the breakdown occurs, and this is where it occurred last night. They are 4-12. The 1-1 swung on, lifted out toward right field, well stroked, but there will be Kyle Day to make the catch, and there's 2 away. If you're going to come back on Winnipeg, the numbers would suggest that the 8th inning would be it, as Winnipeg has suffered 12 of their 17 losses overall this year after the 7th inning, particularly in the 8th. And they're 0-4 at home. First pitch is inside to Carlo Cota, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 2 away in the pitch. Fastball's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fargo leads at 5-3. We're in the 9th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 92-mile-an-hour fastball from Stephen Kahn. Fans are cheering because it could be a 1-2-3-9. Also, that Carlo Cota is the pancake batter tonight. Looking ahead to the Goldeyes 9th, Mazzola, Barbero, and Narodowski. Grand Prairie beat Wichita tonight 9-5. They're in the 8th. Sioux Falls leading Kansas City 5-2. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and fouled back. That might find the roof. Third base side, first base side, and it is actually just in front of the roof and into the seats. A ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. 5-3 Fargo. Goldeyes don't do very well when trailing after 8. They're 2-14 overall. The pitch is low, 2-2. When trailing after 8, they're 0-5 at home and 2-14 overall this year. They have not had a late rally victory here. 2-2 is outside, 3-2. Fans wanted that one. According to the numbers here, at home, trailing after 8, they're 0-5. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Cota. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, ground ball off the mound, back up the middle, picked up by Narodowski, spins behind the bag, throws to first, and a stretch by Mazzola, and they get Cota for the final out. Nice play all the way around. But the Goldeyes have some work to do. 1-2-3, down goes Fargo. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Fargo leads it 5-3. Last chance for the Goldeyes coming up. 2 to tie, 3 to win it in a walk-off. We'll see if they can get it done when we return. Make sure you do on TSN 1290.
Birthdays, office functions, tea parties, whatever. With Archangel Fireworks, every little event becomes a magical backyard affair. So go ahead, rock that next block party. Got a wedding? Bring something blue, and then blow it up. Whatever you do, make it a backyard affair with Archangel Fireworks. At Confusion Corner and online at archangelfireworks.com. The sky is your canvas.
Thinking real estate? For a home run every time, choose RE/MAX. Whether you need to buy or sell a home or lease or sell commercial real estate, RE/MAX has your bases covered. Plus, they're Winnipeg's #1 negotiator. Find your dream home or invest for your future. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. RE/MAX. Visit remax-winnipeg.com to find your agent today.
Who do your Winnipeg Goldeyes trust to keep them in the game with state-of-the-art chiropractic care? ChiroCare Health Center. And if the professionals at ChiroCare Health Center can keep highly tuned athletes going strong for over 100 games a season, imagine what they can do for you. To meet the chiropractic team trusted by your Winnipeg Goldeyes, visit chirocarehealth.com or call 488-CARE. ChiroCare Health Center. Care today for a better tomorrow.
Well, John Boleska's into the baseball game to try to close it for Fargo. They lead 5-3, and Boleska picked up his 11th save of the year last night. And here is Josh Mazzola, followed by Dan Barbero and David Narodowski. 5-3 Fargo in front. 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Winnipeg. Joe Harris is done. 1 inning, 2 hits, no runs. No walks, no strikeouts. And Boleska, right-hander, will come set first pitch. Swung on a slider and fouls the plate, strike 1. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. Tom Boleska, 6 feet, 195 from Bradenton, Florida. 25 years old. And the 0-1 is on the hand of Josh Mazzola. He got hit with that 91-mile-an-hour fastball. And you could hear it, that little, and it was on his bone. And the home plate umpire was saying, no, it went off the knob of the bat. Are you kidding me? They're going to say it went off the knob of the bat. And here comes Rick Forney to argue that. Mazzola will have strike 2 on him, I think. Rick Forney comes down the line here. And now there's a little bit of a discussion going on. Trainer Shane Zadibiak is out. And Rick Forney's still in the ear of home plate umpire Michael O'Leary.
Let him have it, Skip.
And now Mazzola's still trying to plead his case here, and Rick Forney has gotten in between the umpire and the Goldeyes first baseman. The count should be 0-2 if they haven't awarded the base to Mazzola, which they're not going to. There's going to be a little bit more scurrying around here, and fans will start to boo. Mazzola's going to stay in the game, and he's still holding the bat. And home plate umpire Michael O'Leary says that it went off the knob of the bat. And that little, did you heard that was actually the knob of the bat and not the wrist bone of Josh Mazzola. Now they have 1-1 on the board. It should be 0-2. In terms of the count. And Rick will go back up to that third base coach's box, and Mazzola will stand back in. Well, there wasn't much of an argument from the Goldeyes. They didn't exactly plead their case. The pitch, the breaking ball for a called third strike. And Mazzola will go down looking. And Molesca will pick up a strikeout. And Dan Barbero, the batter, 1 for 1 with 2 walks. And Barbero will stand in from the left-hand side. And some barking from the Goldeyes dugout, which you don't see very often. And Barbero will stand in from the left-hand side. And Molesca comes set. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Well, again, the Goldeyes are only a bloop and a blast away. But you just wonder what last night has done, and tonight. The 1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. And just their psyche on coming back against Fargo, especially, I mean, you're 2 outs away from losing 5 in a row at home to this Fargo club. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is inside, half a swing. Did he go? Yes, at third base, says Sean Hicks. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just about time for an ejection here.
Is that a 10 o'clock reservation?
1-2 to Barbero. I got a feeling somebody's going to blow their top here at some point. Pitches inside, 2-2. And Rick Forney looks over at third base umpire Sean Hicks. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch swung on, wrapped out towards first. Fielded there by Rodriguez. Makes a turn and makes the unassisted play at first base. And the Goldeyes are down to their final out here tonight. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. 5-3 Fargo in front. Doug Semenuk has emerged to the top step and railing. You didn't see much of Doug when they were losing in his dugout, but now he's front and center there, top step against the railing. And David Narodowski, the batter, he's 0 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice. First pitch is low, ball 1. 5-3 Fargo in front. They're 1 out away from at least earning a split of this series and winning their 5th in a row over the Goldeyes and getting within 3. 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. And the Goldeyes 1 out away and now 2 strikes away from losing 3 in a row overall. And watching Sioux Falls pick up a game and be only one game back as Sioux Falls was leading Kansas City 5-2 at last check late in that one. 1-1. Here's a breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1-2 to Narodowski. 1 ball, 2 strikes to David Narodowski. And the pitch. Fastball down and away, 2-2. Now Price Kendall stands on deck if the Goldeyes can extend the game. 2 balls and 2 strikes to David Narodowski. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on, bounced out to short. Up with it, Penprase. Over to first. Fargo wins it in a comeback again tonight. And the Goldeyes for the second straight night blow a save, this time in the 8th inning. And Fargo wins it with a 4-run 8th. And the final score, Fargo 5, Winnipeg 3. Totals in the postgame show are next after these on TSN 1290.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes make dreams come true by providing live baseball experiences to charities, nonprofit groups, and inner-city programs. Now, with the Goldeyes Community Zone, even more memories are available to be made. For group tickets, contact the Goldeyes at 982 Base. These extra seats are only possible through generous donations from the Community Zone partners. So, from the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Community Zone recipients, thank you.
Can-Ed Inns, Lobad, Manitoba.
Every day, go to asdowns.com for more information. Assiniboia Downs, feel the rush. Well, the Goldeyes here will play the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. As you know, this is game 2 of a 4-game series and game 2 of a 12-game homestand. Last night, St. Paul got by Lincoln in the continuation of a suspended game, and then also beat them last night in the regularly scheduled game, 12-3 and then 13-6 respectively. Wichita lost in Grand Prairie. That's interesting because Grand Prairie's rolling. And Grand Prairie has 31 wins to tie Wichita for the most wins in the league right now, but Grand Prairie's played one more game. Fargo got by the Goldeyes 5-3. Sioux City beat Gary as they lost again, and the Gary Social Railcats have dumped 7 in a row. Final score there was 4-3 for the X's over the Railcats. Kansas City did Winnipeg a favor by beating Sioux Falls 6-4 in a comeback victory. And Laredo and El Paso were suspended because of rain midway through that game in El Paso, Texas. They were tied at 2. Well, one game going on today, Lincoln at St. Paul. They got rolling at 3:05 today. And that one should just about be done. And I don't see it on the website just yet in terms of a final. Oh, they are now, look at this. What a slugfest. Bottom of the 9th. It is St. Paul 14, Lincoln 14. So those two teams are tied. They got rolling at 3:05. And here they are coming up almost 4 hours of baseball in St. Paul on Independence Day. By the way, happy July the 4th to all our American friends, listeners, and families of players, or happy 4th, as they say, Independence Day in the United States. We will have fireworks here tonight in downtown Winnipeg to celebrate July the 4th in the United States and honor all the Americans that are playing in this game and tuning in here tonight as well. So a big tie at 14-14, Lincoln and St. Paul. They got rolling at 3:05. We're at 6:52 Central. They're coming up on 4 hours of baseball. 6:05 underway, Wichita at Grand Prairie. And then 7:05 tonight here, Fargo and Winnipeg, Sioux Falls and Kansas City, Gary at Sioux City, and Laredo and El Paso tonight. That is what's on the schedule. Let's have a look at what the divisions look like. The Goldeyes are still leading the North at 26-17. They have lost 2 in a row, but lead Sioux Falls by 2 for the divisional lead. Sioux Falls, Winnipeg, and Fargo have all played 43 games. St. Paul has played just 41. Goldeyes lead by 2 on Sioux Falls at 24-19. Fargo's only 4 back of the Goldeyes, having beaten them 4 straight times, and all 4 have come here in downtown Winnipeg. Fargo at 22-21. Then the Saints are 20-21, 5 games back. They've won 2 straight, but are embroiled in a late inning 14-14 tie with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. In the Central, Wichita is leading 31-12 is their record. That is the best record in the league. Best win percentage as well at 721. They lead Kansas City by 7. Kansas City's won 3 in a row, though, and they've won 7 of their last 10. Kansas City at 25-20. Then Sioux City, 5 games under at 25 losses on the year. Only 20 wins, so 20-25, 12 games back. Lincoln at 17-26, 14 games back. They've lost 3 in a row. And as I mentioned, Gary has lost 7 straight, 1 win in their last 10, and they are 16-28. In the South, Grand Prairie leads at 31-13 with the second best record in the league. They've won 7 straight, and they are 9 games ahead of Amarillo, who are struggling, just 3 wins in their last 10. Amarillo 22-22, Laredo 20-21, 9.5 back of Grand Prairie in the South, and El Paso 12-29, 17.5 in arrears of the Airhawks. Your division leaders again: Winnipeg by 2 on Sioux Falls at 26-17, Wichita by 7 on Kansas City at 31-12, and Grand Prairie by 9 on Amarillo at 31-13. Best record, Wichita 31-12, Grand Prairie 31-13, then Winnipeg at 26-17. Wild card right now belongs to Kansas City at 25-20. That's the morning line for Assiniboia Downs. We'll take our final timeout of the evening on the Winnipeg Insurance pregame show ride to the ballpark. Fireworks to follow tonight. If you're thinking about it, come on down. $5 gets you in the ballpark. You'll see probably a real good pitching matchup, which we'll tell you about next segment, and some great fireworks from Archangel Fireworks after it's all said and done tonight. More after these to conclude on TSN 1290.
While there's no known cure for ALS, there is hope. The ALS Society of Manitoba supports families affected by ALS. Our Client Services Coordinator works with your family to determine your needs, and the Brummett Feesby ALS House provides 24-hour care designed to specifically meet the needs of people living with ALS. Because hope is important in the lives of those affected by ALS.